the chief! Happy President's Day, motherfuckers! Fierce! Audience, fierce! Yo! Yo! Fierce! Audience, fierce! Back at it again with another live stream. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Holy hell, has it been a fucking mission to do this fucking live. Holy shit. First, I said I was going live right after Yacked, and I'm sure it was just a mistake, or Mike didn't see it. But Mike was in the chat. I don't know if he stayed for very long, but I don't know if he stayed for the whole time, but then I had to wait until Mike was done. Right? So then, I got everything ready to go. And then I had to reheat my coffee, all that. And then I go live. And then I'm trying to show you guys the app. And the fucking app, I guess, I haven't signed in quite a while. I guess it signed me out. So then I had to sign back in, which is a whole fucking process. Then I couldn't remember my password, so I had to make a fucking new password. I'm like, let me just do my live! Just let me do my fucking live! Anyway, I'm here, finally. It took forever, but... And Mike doesn't know, Mike's new to the community. So I'm going to have to explain him the rules, of the streams. So I think what happened is he just didn't see me say, yo, as soon as Yak's done, I'm going live. So the next time I talk to Mike, I'll just tell him, yo, nobody in this community wants to see 10, 15, 16 lives going on at the same time. If someone's live, you got to respect them. As soon as they're done, then you call dibs, or you just have to check. So if Dave's going live, I'm like, yo, Dave, when you going live? Oh, I'm going live at 9 o'clock. Great. I'll go live at 6, so I don't impede on your stream time. So I forgot to tell Mike that. Anyway, Healthy snack first. Blueberries. Ooh. Now, coffee first. In my Friday the 13th mug that Vision's made for me. Whoa, thanks, buddy. Nice. So, here are the topics today. Happy President's Day, everybody. Today, we're doing 3 topics on presidents. I'm going to tell you guys why we celebrate President's Day. Then we're going to watch a few movie trailers. Then we're going to review 2 movies. And this is what I was trying to get at. So, I watched Starman last night because I've watched this before, but unless I watch it, review it for you guys, and then put it in my movie app, I don't consider it done. Once I watch it, rate it, do it for you guys, do the review, then put it in my Letterboxd app, then it's watched. So I had watched it before, and I checked. I said, I wonder if that's in my movie app. It wasn't. Now it is. So I did that, and then I took Dave's advice, and I watched this good, nice 1970s B movie. I liked it. So we're going to be reviewing Bada Bing, Bada Boom. So now I can go into my app. So far. So, look. Oh, finally. Fucking hurrah. I got in there. All right. So, I switched my favorites. I'm on a Trek kick. So I used to have horror movies all up and down this thing, right? Now I have Star Trek. So my favorites now are Star Trek 4, The Best of Both Worlds, Star Trek First Contact, and Star Trek, The Encounter at Farpoint Station, which is the pilot episode to Star Trek The Next Gen. And a couple of hours ago, I just put Starman in there. So tonight, before I go to work, I'm going to put Empire of Ants in there. And like I was saying, this guy, he's been in a bunch of commercials. He's been in a bunch of movies. I don't recall his name. I think it's Robert Lasting. I think that's his name. I think. But Joan Collins is in it. And there's Joan Collins. And she was in my favorite episode, The City on the Edge of Forever, which is season... Is it season 1 or season 2? Oh, shit. It's either season 1 or season 2. And that's my favorite episode in the original Star Trek series. And she plays this woman from the 1930s, Joan Collins. And not only is she a great actress, but she is sexy. And she runs this... back in the 30s, there was the Depression. So she runs this little halfway house where you can sleep there. She runs a soup kitchen, and she employs Spock, live long and prosper, and Captain Kirk until they can get back to the future. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, if you guys have not downloaded this app, you must. You must download this app. So far, Fears, overall, has reviewed 767 films. So, I got a while to go before all of them are on the app. So far this year, I've watched 27 films. The newest one I've done is I Know What You Did Last Summer and Fantastic Four. Those are the newest ones because it puts it in chronological and alphabetical order. Excuse me. So chronological order of when they made it, like the date and the time. I'm sorry, the date, not the time. The date and by the letter. So they're all organized. They're all rocking. I got, look, the oldest one I've ever done, hang on, there's a lot. Well, look, here's all the 80s ones. The Eliminators, awesome. Here's more 80s ones. Check it out. There's that movie that Fears loves, Thunder Run. Thunder Run, oh yeah, that me and my brother used to watch. That's on there. The oldest one I've ever done, though, let me scroll all the way down to the bottom, is, look at this, Scrooge, 1922. Scrooge, 1922. Wow, 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 wow. That's the oldest film I've watched so far. There's a lot of documentaries in here that I've watched. The first Psycho movie I watched was, the first Alfred Hitchcock movie was Psycho. Dave, I put in Forbidden Planet. That is 1956. So tonight, before I go to work, I'll be putting Emperor of the Ants. I'm sorry, Empire, not Emperor. Excuse me, not Emperor. Empire of the Ants. Excuse me. It's a good movie. Nice 70s. It was made. It's 89 minutes. 1977. It's like a B-rated movie. It's pretty awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah. So, those are the movies that we're doing. Next topic that we're going to be doing is how people celebrate President's Day. So, I abbreviated Pres celebrations, how people celebrate it. And then, last but certainly not least, we're going to do the top 10 President movies. So, we're definitely going to put on, Independence Day because the President is real big in that. And then we're going to put Lincoln on there, directed by Steven Spielberg, Lincoln. There's another one, The Lincoln Conspiracy. So I'm going to try to, and then Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, the one that Walter gave me. So Air Force One with Harrison Ford. So there, there's a lot of them that have to do with Independence Day 2. That has the president in there. So all the big Hollywood blockbuster movies with, presidents in it. So, yeah. There we are. So, I'm sorry that I had to restart my live. This fucking app was pissing me off. And whenever Fears gets, my blood boiling, I didn't want you guys to see that. So, I just turned it off. Calmly got into this fucking app. And then I was like, all right, now we're good. So, yeah, it's just been a pain in the ass to do this stream. I was like, I don't care how long it takes. I will do my fucking live. All these things were like getting in my way. I was like, motherfucker, I don't care. I'm like, I'll take off work. I don't care. I'm like, I'm doing my fucking live today. I'm like, I don't care what it takes. I'm getting this fucking live out. You know, because first it was, hey, I'm going to go live. And then Mike got in the way. And I'm sure he didn't mean to, you know, just he's kind of new to the community. So he didn't check with everybody. And me and Dave and Zach are going to have to, you know, sit him down and be like, here's the rules of the community, you know, because you guys don't want to see me go live and then Yak and then Dave and then Tina, you know. People like to watch one live at a time. So I was like, no worries. What probably happened, it was just a lack of communication. He was in Yak's live. I saw Hollywood. Before I could say hello, I guess he dipped out, and then he just didn't come back in. And I said hello, and then at the end, towards the end, I just said, hey, yo, after Yak's live, I'm going to go live. I started preparing. I called Lantern, which I'm going to do in a minute. I called Lantern, and he goes, oh, Richie's live. And I was like, yeah, but nobody watches Richie, so I'm like, who cares? And he's like, well, your friend Mike's live. And I was like, oh, is he? I'm like, hang on. And so I watched it for a little bit. I thought, all right, well, I'm like, I'm not going to interrupt him. So I said, while he's going live, I said, I'll just go take a shower, and I'll call my mom, because my mom said she wanted to talk to me. I said, I'll make coffee. I said, hopefully he doesn't go for too long. So it was a big misunderstanding. It's fine. He probably just didn't see me, but I'll talk to him and be like, yo, when people's going live, you just got to wait your turn and, you know, yada, 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 yada. Am I mad? No, I'm not mad. Not at all. So things kept getting in the way. Then the fucking app, pissed me off because I was like, motherfucker, don't do this to me. You know, the app was pissing me off. And then someone else called. Then my coffee was cold, and I have to heat that up. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. So I was like, I don't care how long it takes. Fierce will do my live. Am I tired? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, let's call Lantern and let's get this live back on track. But here I am, finally. I'm sorry that I had to keep you guys waiting. So many problems. Hopefully tomorrow's live goes smoother. Sega was supposed to come on today, but because I had to go a little late tonight, he's like, well, now I can't come on, Fears. You know, so I was like, well, we'll do it tomorrow or Wednesday. This week I'm going to go visit Randall. Randall did call me today. He's feeling a lot better. He's been busy. Him and his mom were at their house all day today. He said, Fears, we've been making many trips from my house to my mom's boyfriend's house, trying to salvage everything. So they're going to take everything out, or as much as they can, out of their home. And I said, well, Randall, are you guys going to rebuild? I said, are you guys going to live with your mom's boyfriend, or is your mom going to buy a new trailer? I'm like, what's going on? And he goes, my mom hasn't decided yet. And I said, well, I would get that stuff out of your house to salvage it. I said, because the more you keep it in there, the more, like, you know, like, there's water damage in there, there's fire damage in there. And I said, Randall, I said, it's not that the fans don't believe you. They want to see evidence before they donate. And I want to make this really clear. I did not, because I know Larry's going to say, oh, like, what's the point of donating, Fears? You said 2 weeks. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I never said 2 weeks. I said, Randall, I would stream as soon as possible. Because Randall doesn't want to PayPal. He doesn't want all this. He has a Venmo account. And then trolls were saying that I said Vimeo. Yeah, that's a bullshit lie. I never said Vimeo. Venmo. VNMO. Venmo. He's like, Fierce, I've already got that set up. If anyone donates, it goes right into my account. He goes, all they need is my profile name. You go to my profile and they can donate as much as they want. I said, great, Randall. I said, that's the way we'll do it. And then I told Randall, I said, Vision said you should make this other thing and double down. And I said, we should do it sooner than later, Randall. And he goes, Fierce, I cannot. He goes, you got to give me 2 weeks. I said, but why 2 weeks? He goes, because every day, Fierce, me and my mom has been busy. He goes, and plus, I'm not worried about streams right now. So I said, Randall, that's fine. I said, whatever you want to do it, Randall, that's fine. But I said, I've tried to explain it to the fans, and they don't understand. And so I said, maybe make a video telling people why you can't do it right away. And he goes, I'll see what I can do, Fears. I said, because I've already I said, I've already tried to explain it to everybody, and just they're not getting it. So I hope you guys understand now. So this weekend, oh, I forgot to invite Dave. Me and Zach are going to go visit Randall. I'm going to invite Dave because he was really bumming today. He said, I'm exhausted, Fears. All day we were, packing up my mom's car with stuff and bringing it over from my house to her house to try to salvage as much stuff. And I said, well, Randall, I said, Larry was giving me shit because I didn't go. I was going to go. My stomach was not feeling good. Plus, I threw up. And then, like I said, Randall called me a couple hours after I puked and said, well, Fears, something popped up. Me and my mom have to go talk to lawyers and insurance. I said, well, then it works out, Randall. I said, I'm not feeling good. I eventually felt good after I puked everything up. I said, Randall, I ate something. I don't know what it was. Just something's not agreeing with my stomach. And he's like, well, you may not want to come, Fears, because, one, because of your stomach, and two, my mom literally said, hey, John can't come, or I'd rather him not come today because we got to do all this shit. So I said, Randall, it doesn't matter when I come. I'll come at some point, and I will give you some money. And I haven't decided what amount of money I want to give. It's going to be at least over $100, like somewhere between $200 and $400. I'm just going to pull out some money. And then I said, Randall, while I'm in town, I said we should go to the mall and pick your mom something out for her birthday. And I said, I'll pay for it. I said, you just point to whatever she wants. I said, and then since Zach's coming, I said, we'll all go to lunch, and Zach can pay for himself. And I said, I'll pay for you and me to get his mind up because I'm really worried. He called me today while I was waiting for Mike to get done with his stream, and he was bumming. And I was like, I understand you're bummed. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the situation going on with Randall. All right, let's call Lantern and see how he's doing, and then let's get on with this live. Because I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting. I'm sorry. Yo! Lantern! Lantern? Yo! Lantern! Lantern?
Huh? Who? What?
Wake up, Lantern! Wake up, Lantern! Lantern, were you pranking me again? Unbelievable. Anyway, hey, Lantern. Wait, was that Banjo? Oh, shit, here we go. Banjo, you be pranking me, man. You be pranking me. Banjo, go wake up Lantern. Go wake up Lantern, because I got to talk to him.
Okay, here he is.
All right.
Here's Lantern. What's up?
Yo, Lantern!
Yeah.
Lantern, gosh, it took me forever to go live today. First, I was going to go live, and then I guess Mike didn't see me say I called dibs. I wasn't mad. I was just like, okay, he probably just didn't see me say that in Yak's chat, so I waited. Then I talked to my mom. Then I went live, and I was trying to open up my Letterbox app, and I guess it signs you out, and I tried to sign back in. I couldn't remember my password, so I had to create a new password to show everybody that I've been, keeping tabs on my movies. And then my coffee was cold, so I had to reheat my coffee. I'm telling you, Lantern, I was like, it's been a mission tonight.
Did you hit it in the microwave, or did you hit it on your coffee maker?
The what's up?
Did you hit it in the coffee maker, or did you hit it in the microwave?
Well, I made the coffee in my coffee maker, and then I reheated it in my microwave.
Yeah.
So now it's nice and hot, but I was just before I called you, I was just joking with a fan that said, it's been a mission and a half to do my live tonight, and I literally screamed in the camera. I'm like, let me just do my fucking live. I'm like, no more problems. Let me do my fucking live, Mm-hmm. But it finally happened. So, hey, Lantern, how was your nap? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, I had a pretty good nap, buddy. It was actually I had 2 naps today. Oh yeah. Lantern, did you have a good President's Day, buddy?
Yeah, did you?
I had a great President's Day, except for this live bullshit. But now that I finally got all my live problems figured out, Now it's good. But during the day, I had a nice for lunch. I had a big Subway sandwich, buddy, for lunch. It was good. Oh yeah, it was good. What'd you have for lunch?
How long was it?
What's up?
How long was your sandwich?
It was I didn't get a foot long. I got a 6-inch. I got a 6-inch sub. So a half of one. But I got some salt and vinegar chips with it. I got a nice lemonade with it. It was good, and I got the cold cut combo. So I had bologna, ham, and salami on it. Then I told them to add turkey on it, bacon, lettuce, mayonnaise, no, not meatballs, mayonnaise, mustard, lettuce, pickles, salt, and pepper. It was good, man. The cold cut combo. So the only two meats that I added on there was bacon and turkey. So yeah. Lantern, do you like Subway sandwiches?
Yeah.
They're good, man. They're good. So yeah, it's been a nice. And then I had nothing for breakfast because I just wasn't hungry. So I got off of work and work was good. I took a shower and then I finished Empire of the Ants and then I went to sleep and then I woke up and then I went out to lunch and then I did a little editing later on in the day and because last night I watched Starman. And then I went to sleep. And then today I just finished watching Empire of Ants. So yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Lantern, have you ever seen Starman? It's a good sci-fi movie. It's good. Watch that movie, buddy. Hey, Lantern, guess what?
He just farted.
Yeah, it was a silent one. It was silent but deadly, buddy. But Lantern, I've been trying to muster up the farts so the fans can like So then the fans can record the farts and I can put more farts in my vlogs.
Yes. Record it, Twin.
I know. I want Twin to record them, and then I got 2 recorded farts from Bukkake. He sent them to me. So I'm gonna put those like in the next vlogs. Me going, yep, oh yeah, oh damn. That was a big fart right there, Lantern. And then, because normally, Lantern, you've seen my lives. You're a big fan. Normally, I burp a lot more on camera.
Yeah.
I barely fart, but like these last couple of weeks, I've been just burping and farting. Oh, Lantern just did one. Oh damn. Damn, Lantern. Oh, wow. Lantern, you've been drinking that soda shit again?
Yeah.
I knew it. So, yeah, normally I got no problem burping, but now Fears just embraces the burps and the farts. So, if I let a fart out, I'm just like, well, someone's going to record it. Someone's going to send it to me, and then I'll throw it in a vlog later.
Yeah.
All right, Lantern, spread the link. I'll see you back in the chat. And
I'm in the chat now.
Okay, all right. So everyone's there. So I'm going to go say hi to the fans. But keep those burps and keep those farts going up. All right, Lantern?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you later. Shunk!
Okay. Shunk!
Lantern had like 3 or 4 good burps there. That was pretty good. I'm impressed, Lantern. That was good. Very, very, very good. Well, speaking of Mike, he did a great celebrating the life and career of Robert Duvall, dead at 95. So, R.I.P. Robert. He was in a lot of movies, but what's that one movie where he kills that guy? He shoots him like 3 times in the chest, and he falls into the ocean. It's got Michael Douglas in it, and it's like Michael Douglas's like worst day ever, and he's like a businessman. He's trying to get home to his daughter. I really liked him in that. I forgot the name of that movie. So if you guys know what movie I'm talking about, he was in that. He was also in that boosting car movie, like where they're boosting a lot of cars, and it's got Nick Cage in it. He was in that. He's been in a lot. He's been in tons of television shows. He did an episode of was it Airwolf or was it Knight Rider? I think it was Airwolf. I think. But he did a lot of television, a lot of movies, so R.I.P. Robert. You will be missed. Great acting. So, yeah. By the way, newer hat. You guys have seen it before, but I decided to give the Star Wars hat, my favorite hat, a little bit of a break. So, I'm gonna wear this and I'm gonna wear some other hats the next couple of lives. So yeah. All right, man, that was loud. All right, let's open up the chat and let's get it rocking. All right. So yeah. By the way, newer. All right, there we are. Yo, what's up? Well, thank you for the likes. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat, and I'm gonna catch up with the chat here. Say hello to everybody. Let's see. Yo, take two. We're back. Yo, hey Lantern. Well, howdy Lantern. Howdy y'all. Hey, howdy Dave. Mike is the only one allowed to go whenever he wants. That's not true, Joey. That's not true. I'm going to have to sit Mike down and have a little talk, have a little chat with him. That's right. Shout out to the 19 people watching. What's up? Other stream quit. Wow. Well, I'm back, Lantern, because remember I told you I had a couple problems that I had to take care of. So, yeah. President's Day is a relatively new holiday combining Washington and Lincoln's birthday. True. Strong Bear says, hey, Joey. Have you not seen the original? No, I've not, Cave. I have the 70s version, and I've got the 2024. I've told Visions I need to see the 1922 one. So, hang on, let me pull it up. So let me go so here's Fears. I mean, look at it. It keeps scrolling. Kind of like that rolling song. Scrolling. Fears be watching those movies. Scrolling. So the newest one is this, and this was made in 2024. So yeah, loved it. It's got that Nicholas Hoult guy in it. He's a great actor. He played a great Lex Luthor, and I met him at MegaCon, shook his hand, told him my favorite thing that he's been in so far is that Menu. That Menu. It's like a horror comedy, I guess. Horror psychological thriller, but it's got comedic aspects in it. So it's comedy, psychological thriller, and a horror movie because people do die in it. And he's like, really? That was kind of like a little independent film I did. I said, oh, I loved it. And then I also liked him in Warm Bodies. And he's like, oh, yeah, the zombie movie I made. I said, oh, dude, I love that. He's like, well, he's like, that's a mixture of things, too. He goes, when I did that, he goes, it is a horror movie because I'm playing a zombie. He goes, it is a comedy because I'm talking with a lady zombie. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, also, it's a love story because I'm a zombie and I'm in love with a lady zombie. I said, yeah. I said, it's the best of both worlds. It's all that shit. So, yeah, that's the newest one that I've watched, Cave. And then I've got the 70s version over here somewhere in this. I redid my stacks. It was getting a little messy. I fixed everything. I took out the change thing. I put it over there. I have a big, it's like, I don't know, it's that tall and about that wide. It's a Coca-Cola bottle. And here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you real quick. I've also been taking the tree down. Look, I got all the, I'm taking all the stuff down little by little. So I put that over here. So it's either going to go over here or maybe I'll put that in my bedroom. I've been putting all the stuff over here, organizing everything. It's a massive undertaking. I love all the decorating and all that. It's a massive undertaking to put it all up. But once it's up, it's fantastic. But it's an undertaking taking it all down. So I've been doing it bits by bits. But we're getting there. And then I moved, not all my magnets, but a lot of my magnets on the door. So I organized, all the big magnets are going to go on here and on here. And then all the movie magnets from Atomic Horror are going to go right here. So, and I've organized them all black and white. And then I got all the green ones, all the blue ones, all the whites. That's the only Hogan ones I have. Comedies, horror movies, monster movies, and then sci-fi. And then I put some more props up there. And then I'm going to take all this down and rearrange it. I'm going to take all the movies from up there and kind of do it like that. Put the movies like in the back and then put all the collectible toys in front of it. And so yeah, I've been rearranging everything. So yeah, I got most of my props back the way I want it. So little by little, so I'm putting that there for the moment. So I'm either going to leave it there or I'm going to put it in my room somewhere. I don't know. But I moved it so I could have more room for movies. And then I put my headphones there whenever I edit and just made it look more nice and neat. So there we are. And then I hadn't used Michael and Jason in Michael and Jason in a while, so I thought I'd do that. So rearranging everything. And I rearranged some stuff on the walls because I got this bad boy to hang up. I got that bad boy to hang up. That bad boy to hang up. All the Snake Plissken stuff I'm going to hang in my room because I have a lot of my Snake Plissken stuff already in my room. So he's going in my room. Michelangelo, I think I may put him either over here, Michelangelo, or I may put Michelangelo right there. I haven't decided, but Michelangelo's going somewhere out here in the front room. So there we are. So it's a work in progress, Cave. It's a work in progress. But yeah, I need to see the original 1922. Hopefully I get it right. Nosferatu? Hopefully I said his name right. If I didn't, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Alright. So yeah. So I've definitely been working away. Rearranging everything, and I vacuumed today, and I was doing some laundry today. I was busy today. But yeah. So the oldest movie that I've watched so far, Cave, is A Christmas Carol, 1922. It doesn't even have words in it. It doesn't even have words. It's got music, and then it jumps to, like, words on a screen. It'll be like there'll be a bunch of music and Christmas music, and then all of a sudden it'll jump to literally, like, a box that has words on it and says, "Oh, look, there's Jacob Marley," and then it jumps back to a guy going, "Oh, no, with, like, intense music. And I was like, this was big in the 20s, you know. It didn't even have anyone speaking in it, because back in 1922 they called them talkies. Talkies were just coming out around 1910, 1922-ish, but other movies just told movies with just music. So it wasn't the best version of A Christmas Carol, but Fears loves the Christmas Carol story. So I was like, well, I've never seen this version. And I got it for free, and I had no idea that I had it for free, because when I was watching my favorite version of A Christmas Carol, my favorite is Alistair Sims' 1951 version. They had the 1922 version as a bonus feature. And I hadn't watched all the bonus, so I'm just clicking through all the bonus features, and I was like, wait a minute, 1922 version? I'm like, oh shit, I've never seen this. So I went and saw it. So there we are. Alright, let's catch up. Let's see. Strong Bear says, hey Joey, Visions, what's up, Visions? He says, Emperor Rules, FYG. I'm sorry, IFG. God, Fears cannot fucking read tonight. I know how to read, I promise. I'm just tired. I didn't mean to say Emperor. I meant to say Empire Ants. It does rule, Visions. Empire Ants. I loved it. 1970s B film. That guy was in Automan. Joan Collins was in my favorite episode of Star Trek, The City on the Edge of Forever. Such a good 1960s episode of Star Trek. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Good old Spock quote. And they time travel to the 30s in the Great Depression. Epic. That's my favorite scene. I mean, my favorite episode. Without a doubt, hands down. That's my favorite episode of the original Star Trek. I've got my favorites in all of them. I got my favorites in Next Gen. I got my favorites in Strange New Worlds and Voyager and Deep Space Nine and I just started watching a few of the of Lower Decks. So yeah, I got my favorites, but this one was good, Visions. Obviously, you've already seen it because you said it rules. Oh yeah, it was good. It was good. For they shall inherit the earth, and sooner than you think. Oh, they do. They do. It was a nice little watch, Dave. I appreciate the suggestion, my friend. Strong Bear says, hey, Cave. Hey, Visions. Well, howdy, Cave. And then Lantern says hello to everybody. He says, well, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Lantern farted. Did he? Damn. Pewy. Well, actually, that's not true. He burped, Dave. He burped. But I've heard Lantern fart quite a few times. So, yeah. If only people scheduled things, we could avoid this. This is true. I need to start scheduling my my stuff. But I'm telling you, my schedule is so sporadic. Sometimes I'm working at like 3:30 in the morning. Sometimes it's 4 in the morning. Sometimes it's 4:30. Normally it's 4:30. But the earlier I go in, the more boxes I know we're going to have. But for a while now, my schedule's been jumping between 4 o'clock to like 10 or 4 o'clock to 9:30 or 9 or 4:30 to 9:30 or 10 or whatever. So, yeah. So I try to give people a heads up, but I'm not mad at Mike. You know, he didn't know the rules, so I'm just like, hey, next time me and Mike hang out, or I'll give him a call, you know, I'll just let him know, hey, this community doesn't like Carrie going live, and then me, and then Dave, and then Zach, because people hate flip-flopping to different people. They're like, no, Zach's live. Okay, we just want to watch Zach right now. Oh, all right, Zach's done. Oh, hey, Fears just went live. After that, oh, Fears just finished. Oh, now we're on to Dave's. It's a lot easier if you do it that way. Instead of having, and especially, I'm local, Mike's local, Dave's local, and so is Zach. So you got 4 streamers / vloggers trying to go at the same time. I get it. You know, I try to respect people's stream time because I don't like when anyone's interrupting my stream. So I get it. So I just said, I'm not mad. I'm like, why would I be mad? I'm like, I'll just wait till Mike's done. I did. And then things just kept bouncing up. I had to call my mom. Then my coffee was cold. I had to reheat that. Then I couldn't get into the fucking app. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. But now we're good. Now we're cool. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, oh, howdy, Dave. Oh, howdy, Lantern. What's up, Mama Bear? Good to see you. Let's see. Vision says, oh, hi, Tina dear. Yeah, what's up, Liz? Unless it's Carrie, then multiply streams during hers are fine. It's funny, Liz. She'll say this. Because normally she does hers anywhere from, I don't know, 4 in the afternoon to maybe around 7 or 8. And you guys know, normally I'll go anywhere live between 5 at night to about 10, you know, somewhere in there. Because sometimes I like to do late streams, like right now. Like by the time I get done, it's 9:53. I'll probably be done by, I don't know, 10:45, 11:45, something like that, whatever. You know, and then I'll eat some dinner, and I'll take a nap, and I'll probably watch one movie, and then, you know, I'll mosey on off to work or whatever. But sometimes she'll be like, oh, Fierce, thanks a lot for waiting. I'm like, Carrie, it's not a matter of me waiting. Just, I had no idea you were, I had no idea you were streaming, Carrie, and you're already done, and I went after you. But I don't want to make fun of Carrie. And then she'll get mad. She's like, well, Fierce, you didn't wait this time. I'm like, Carrie, I didn't even know you were going live. Because me and Carrie get along now, and we're more online friends now. But every once in a while, her manicness, you know, takes over, and I don't like the manicness. The manicness is just too crazy for Fears. So we're more like online friends. But she's been through a lot. So is Fears. Not as much as Carrie, but I've been through a lot too, because of the interwebs and the trolls and all the other bullshit. So I try not to, you know, make fun of Carrie anymore. So it's not so much, Liz, that I wait. It just is, I'm like, well, the time is blah, blah, blah. I need to get doing my lives. I had no idea that she went live. Or I'll do mine, and it just is a happenstance. Like, it all worked out nicely Then I'm like, oh, well, she's already finished. I had no idea. And then she'll come in and be like, hey, Fierce, thanks a lot for waiting. And I'm like, well, Carrie, I had no idea that you were even live. It's just 8. So I'm going to start my show around 8-ish. And I guess she finished around 5 or 6. And I'm like, oh, good. I'm glad it worked out, Carrie. But normally I don't wait for Carrie. So, yeah. Strong Bear says, hey, Fierce, you know what all these problems are too? And then I said, what, Dave? And he says, Friday the 13th strikes back. This is true. If only I did, you know what, Visions? Dave's right. If I only did all those Friday the 13th topics on the actual day instead of the next day, this would have never happened. So you guys said next month we're going to get another Friday the 13th. I swear when next month's Friday the 13th happens, I'm going to do so many topics on Friday the 13th so I don't get jinxed again. It's all right, though. It all worked out. We're all good. What's up, Biscuit? Hello, friends. Good to see you, Biscuit. Biscuit, do me a favor. Now that Kate is back, I found out that Kate's back. I wrote her a message. I didn't want to bug her with all the Valentine's Day stuff. She did write me and say Happy Valentine's Day. And I said, she didn't give me her address, so I haven't been able to send her a belated Valentine's Day gift, but I want to send her something. So if you or Joey can write her and remind her to send me her address, because I'm not a troll, I'm not going to give out her address. I wrote her a message, so I hope she sends me her address soon, so I can send her a belated gift. So if you could, Biscuit, or if you could have Joey do it, or both of you guys, that'd be great. Strong Bear says, hey, Biscuit, long time no see. I know, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had Biscuit in the chat. Lantern, thanks for that super chat donation. I appreciate that. 9 million. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, yes, we can double down or even triple on rain bet. And I told him about that, and he's all for that. And I said, Randall, I said, it doesn't matter if you have a Venmo account. People are going to donate on your Venmo account. And then I said, I don't know how to set up that rain bet thing, but I said, Visions knows. And he's like, well, yeah. He goes, I need as much money as possible, Piers. I said, Randall, it's not that they don't believe you. I said, they believe you. I said, they just want to see some evidence. So I said, do you mind? Because this is why Larry thought, oh, Piers is lying. He said he was going to get some evidence. If Randall says no, I have to obey his wishes and not film his burnt out trailer. You know, but I said, Randall, it would help smooth things a lot over if you allow me to film inside. He goes, well, you're going to have to film inside, Fears, because you can't see the damage from the outside. I said, yeah, but I said, if you don't let me film, whether it's on a live stream on my phone or I'm going to film on both. I'm going to film on my phone and do a live stream on my phone and show you guys the damage. And I'm going to take my GoPro, which is charging over there right now. The batteries were that low. I'm going to take my GoPro and get some other stuff for a vlog. I said, once they see it, Randall, in a live, then they'd be more than willing to donate. And then Randall was like, I don't understand why they just don't believe me. I said, they do. But I said, Visions has got a point. If you're going to have people donate, whether it's in a week or 2 or whatever, I said, they want to see it. Because there are a lot of scams out there. I said, Randall, not that I'm calling you a scam. I said, I get where Visions is coming from. He wants to see the damage. And I said, Randall, you can't leave the fans hanging. They feel bad already for you. I feel bad for Randall. Having your house or half of your trailer house burned down sucks. And Randall said it was the bathroom is destroyed. His mom's bedroom is destroyed, and part of the hallway is destroyed. And I'm like, well, thank God your living room, your garage, Randall, and thank God your kitchen and Randall's room was undestroyed. So we'll eventually do it. So I'm going to go down there this weekend. I'm not even going to stay the night. I'm just going to stay for a couple hours and just buy him a gift for his mom's birthday coming up, so then he doesn't have to deal with that. I'm going to give him some money, probably $200-$300, and says, buy some new clothes, buy some food, all that. Plus, I want to be the first one to donate because I am Randall's friend, and I care about him. Because I know for a fact, if anything got burnt in here, Randall and his mom would be the first one down here. Dave would be over here. Tina would be over here. Mike, Zach, they would all be helping me out. I know my loving and loyal fans, you guys would donate. So I'd be a shitty friend if I didn't do the same. So I'm going down there this weekend, and I told Randall, I said, Larry was already on my ass. Said, oh, you didn't go, Fears. I said, I didn't go for two reasons. One, my stomach was killing me. I must have ate something. I think what it was, I hadn't bought any new lettuce in a while, and I had a salad, and I'm thinking some of that salad may have been moldy, and I may have accidentally ate it. Because after I threw away all that lettuce, and I bought new lettuce, and after I threw it up, my stomach felt great. So I'm almost positive it was that, you know? So if it wasn't, then I don't know what it was. But I said, Randall, I said, if I wouldn't have thrown up, I would have been there. And he goes, well, Fears, you couldn't have came anyway. He goes, let's say you didn't throw up. He goes, that's why I called you at 12 and said, hey, you can't come. Something popped up. Me and my mom sprung it on me, and we have to go see the lawyers, and we had to go talk to the fire marshal. I said, I get it, Randall. I said, Randall, I don't care when I come as long as I come and give you the money. And he goes, oh, Fears, I don't care when you come either. I said, Larry thinks I was lying, and I wasn't. Randall said it to my face today on a call. He said, because he called me on his Facebook, and he said, Fears, I don't care if you come this weekend or during the week. I said, well, it's going to have to be on Friday or Saturday, buddy, because, I work during the week. And I said, I can come and hang out more hours on the weekend. And he goes, yeah, I get it. He goes, I don't care when you come, Fears. I said, thank you, Randall. Because why would I lie about that? And he's like, you didn't lie, Fears. I said, well, Larry thought I lied. I said, I'm not lying. I said, the man's insane. The man's ridiculous. Anyway. So that's what's going on with Randall. He said to tell you guys hello and that he misses everybody. And he says thanks for all the support. I put on Sunday, or last Sunday, because now we're on Monday, yesterday, I went to church, and I put Randall on the prayer list, and I also put Kate on the prayer list, because her uncle just recently passed away, so R.I.P. Yeah. All right, let's continue on. Let's see, where did I leave off? Liz said, oh yeah, about Carrie. Let's see, hi friends. Hey Biscuit. Hey Liz. Thanks for that super chat donation. Lantern, you're the best. Hey Biscuit, long time no see. Howdy Lampy. Howdy Dave. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Dave, hi. Yeah, where were you, Biscuit? I missed you. Because Biscuit, you are always welcome in Fierce's chat. I met Biscuit when me and Joey made amends. She's very nice. She's very sweet. I hope you guys are doing good. Now we am. She's very sweet. Joey's a very lucky man to have such a sweet lady. Hopefully I can find a sweet lady one day. Or as soon as Kate gets her butt down here. I've invited Kate like 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I'm like, I will take you out to dinner and show you how much of a gentleman I am. I said, I've yet to use my Disney pass. I said, let's go. I'm going to be using that soon with Jeff, because Jeff wrote me the other day. I told him about Randall, and he was like, oh my God. He goes, your friend? And I was like, yeah. He goes, is that the guy with the glasses? Because Jeff has only met Randall once or twice, because Randall hasn't went to many of his cons. And I said, yeah. I said, he came to one of the super retro cons, and he came to, I'm sorry, not retro. Randall came to one of the Orlando Collector Fests, and he came to one of the Star Wars ones. And he goes, oh yeah, he goes, I remember Randall. I said, yeah. I said, there was an electrical fire. And he goes, oh man, tell Randall I'm so sorry. And he goes, but hey, good news, Fears. He goes, in a couple of weeks. I said, well, you keep saying a couple of weeks. I said, I'm ready to go to Disney. He goes, yeah, man, I'm sorry. He goes, I've just been preparing a whole bunch of shows. And he goes, then me and the wife went out for Valentine's Day. I said, I get that, man. I understand that. I said, do you guys have fun? He goes, oh yeah, he goes, we had a good time. I said, well, you let me know. I said, I've yet to use my pass. I said, have you renewed your pass yet, Jeff? And he goes, yeah, I did. I said, well, that's the first step. I said, you got to get the pass renewed. And I said, Jeff, then we'll go whenever you need to go. I said, your schedule's more tight than mine. I said, I have a pretty tight schedule, but I said, yours is way more chaotic than mine. So, soon, my friends, we're going to do another Jeff and Fears Disney. Hang on. If Jeff keeps canceling, then I will go and I'll do a live stream on my phone because I haven't went to Disney in a while, since Christmas. So I'm overdue. Let's see. Crazy how Randall has other things on his mind besides YouTube. Exactly, Liz. Exactly, Liz. Again, because Randall was like, Fierce, I don't care when we do that as long as we do it. I said, yeah, Randall, I said a donation stream is not on your mind right now. And then, so Randall apologized. He said, well, I'm sorry Larry, is giving you shit because you didn't come down the day you said. I said, it doesn't matter, Randall. I said, Larry's going to give me shit no matter what. I said, because nothing I do or say is ever good enough for that fucking prick, And he's like, well, yeah, that's true, Fears. And I said, exactly. He needs to get back to work on the cartoon. I told him, I said, Randall, just take care of your mom and take care of the house and all that stuff. And I said, in a couple weeks, because he saved all of his laptop and stuff, and he recently uploaded a video of his AI stuff. He goes, oh, Fears, we'll get back to the cartoon in a couple weeks. He goes, I just need to take care of a bunch of shit. I said, Randall, it's whenever you want. I said, whenever you want. I said, I'm behind on my projects too. I said, don't worry about it. So we'll get a cracking on it. Cave cracking that whip. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. Let's see. Hi, Cave. How are you feeling? I'm better. Thanks for asking. The fire department came and tested my sugars. Oh, well, that's good. Yo, what's up, Bukaki? What? I sent no farts. No, you did, Bukaki. You didn't send it to me in a message. Somebody in a Discord, it was either, well, hang on. It was either you posted a link. I thought it was you. I could be wrong. Oh, hang on. Sega's calling me. Yo, Sega, what's up?
Not much.
I'm doing my live. I was telling everybody because it got so late. I had a bunch of problems to start up my live. I had to wait till my friend Mike got done. Then I had to reheat my coffee. Then I had to call my mom because my mom wanted me to give her a call. And I'm a good son, so of course I'm going to call my mom back. And I told everyone it got too late, so you couldn't come on. So we're going tomorrow.
Yes.
So yeah, because man, I've missed you, Sega. I think the fans have missed you. You've just been doing your own thing though.
Yeah, it's been like that for the last few months, but yeah, I've been kind of missing you a little bit myself.
Dude, I've missed you too. I'm like, man, we need to get back to the CAGAN gamer. But I have been plugging you, buddy.
Okay.
I've been like not every single stream, but a lot of the streams. I'm like, yo, follow CAGAN gamer. Also follow the CAGAN gamer 22 on Twitch. So I've been keeping up the plugs, but everything is up. I just need to do that Disney highlight video. It's almost done. But I got a little lazy again, and then I've been doing my walk-in streams, and then Randall's house got burnt down, so it's just been one chaos thing after another, and then Larry's going nuts on me still, making all these troll videos and going ballistic and going nuts, and it's been a lot, buddy.
Yeah, I bet.
But I definitely have missed you, so I'm glad that you missed me and I missed you. And dude, the next time you come, we'll either do less lives, because remember when you came, the trolls were in full effect, making up rumors and making up bullshit lies, and I'm like, I was like, Sega didn't say that, I didn't say that, we didn't do that, and I know you didn't. What's up?
Wait, stop for a second. We can still do a few live streams though while I come.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, just one thing I just about requesting is just, please don't bother doing going on Lantern Show while I'm there again.
Don't go on Lantern Show when you come again?
Yeah.
All right, I'll have a chat with Lantern, because Lantern is my friend, but if you just want me and you to go on my show while you're here, because I'm telling the fans, you're definitely coming back again,
For sure.
And we learned our lesson. Like I said, Sega, you gotta do Disney at least one time. You did. You didn't like it. So now I'm like, all right, well, I'll never take Sega on the Disney property again.
You know what, though? It's not that I don't like Disney, though. If we were going back to the 90s, though, I really did like Disney.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the kids.
You just don't like it now. So next time, I'll take you to, Epic Universe.
It shifted after 2020.
Okay.
I think as well, though, that's with all the controversy started with Disney as well. They just got woke.
Now you did like the Disney miniature golf that you liked that.
I did like that.
Because I saw your eyes lit up and you're like, oh, Fears. I may not like the parks, but I do like this Disney's golf. So when you come, we'll definitely do the Disney golf again because that's always fun. Yeah. But this time I'll take you to other parks. Like we can go to. I've yet to go to Epic Universe. So Epic Universe is.
Actually, I did like him. There was one thing I did like when we went to like the Disney park.
Oh, what did you like?
The Hall of Presidents.
Oh, you did like the Hall of Presidents? Okay, cool.
Like, remember, the very end, I was tearing up.
Oh, man, yeah.
And I said 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, you were crying. It's a good show, and they have a bunch of animatronics. They have all the presidents, even the new one. And then Abe Lincoln, he's one of the most famous presidents. He stands up, he does a speech, and then that they play that good, that nice movie that we watched. I was surprised. I've never seen you cry, Sega, and I was like, damn. I'm like, hey, it's all right to get emotional, man, Did you at least like the castle? Because the castle's pretty big. Like, we got a photo in front of it.
Oh, yeah, the castle was amazing.
Okay, cool. So what did you not like? Because I know you liked, did you like the boat, the boat ride that we went on? The, oh, God, I forgot the name of that ride. The Jungle Cruise. The Jungle Cruise. Did you?
I honestly can't remember, though. I do remember.
Do you like the Jungle Cruise ride that we went on?
Jungle Cruise was okay.
Okay. What about the food? Did you like the food? Like, what was it that you didn't like about Disney when we were there?
Well, I remember my debit card wasn't working, and you were like, just about asking him, right? Hey, my friend's debit card wasn't working. Could you? And I'm like, and in the back of my head.
Well, the thing is with that.
And in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, dude, stop! You're gonna get us kicked out of the freaking.
Oh no! No, the thing is the lady lied to me. I said, listen. I said, you have people come here from all around the world. I'm like, Canada's not like a mystical land. I'm like, your debit card machines and your credit card machines should allow him to use his card. She's like, well, and she kept blaming it on you. I'm like, it's not Sega's fault. And so I was like, Sega, it's one or two things. I'm like, either their machines are down, because they do go down sometimes, because even mine, like I've had to use my card at the parks, and they're like, oh yeah, our machines are temporarily down, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. So then I've had to go to another ATM at one of the Disney resorts and use that one or whatever. So periodically they go down because so many people from around the world come there, Sega. So off camera I said, Sega, it has to be one of three things. Either all of their machines are not working right now. That's the number one. Two, there's something wrong with your bank card, which I think it was. I think you overdrew, and then you had to ask your mom or something to put, or you put more money into your account, right, or something like that, right?
I think so. Actually, I think I might have just swapped it to my. I think I just swapped to my credit card instead.
Yeah. So I was like, it could only be one or two things. Either there's something wrong with your account, which we found out. I said Sega overdrew. Well, no worries. We'll just fix it. But I think it was a combination of both, because remember when that lady came back? I had her go check it out. She said, not all of our machines are down, but this one that you're trying to use is down. I said, and then I looked at you and said, oh, well, it's both. I said, it's probably a thing with your account. And I was just like, we'll just figure it out, Sega. And then I had to buy your ticket, But all the trolls were like, oh, you didn't buy him anything, Fears. I'm like, that's not true. I'm like, I bought Sega a lot of stuff while he was here, Like, I bought you lunch sometimes, and then you wanted to say thank you. You bought me lunch sometimes. And I'm like, to the trolls, I'm like, it's not a fucking competition. I'm like, I want to be the best host I can be, But,
yes, of course. But
the next time you come, we'll do more other parks, because I've yet to go to Epic Universe. I've went to SeaWorld around 3 or 4 times, like 4 times with my parents back in the day, and I've went once with my buddy Eric. SeaWorld's pretty cool. I can take you to that aquarium. Remember in the vlog, I went to that aquarium with all the penguins and shit? Have you seen that vlog?
I don't think so.
I'll have to take you there, Sega. That aquarium's massive. It's in Tampa, and there's a battleship right by the aquarium. The fans know what I'm talking about. I paid $5 because they have this thing. I don't know if they still have the deal going on. I went into the aquarium. I'm vlogging, and the lady's like, "Oh, well, if you pay an extra $5 after you're done with the aquarium, you can walk across the street and go to the marina. And in the marina, there's a old 1942 battleship that you can walk on." I was like, "Oh, well, that's a great idea for a vlog. Yeah, here's the extra $5." And I filmed on that massive battleship. So I was like, Sega would probably like that. And then I've yet to go to Epic Universe. They've got a bunch of worlds. They got Nintendo World. They got the Universal Monster World. They've got Harry Potter World. And they've got How to Train My Dragon World, which I don't really care about, Sega, but...
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I know that world, too.
So whenever we go... So, Sega, whenever we go, I'll just be like, Sega, whatever world in Epic Universe you want to go to, bam, we'll go to. And then we never got to the beach, so I'll take you to the beach next time. And then they have amazing water slide parks down here. And now I have a camera that's waterproof, so I would love to take my video camera down the water so we can go to the water slide parks if you want.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to take you to Nintendo World because you are, without a doubt, you are the fucking video game master of the community.
Sort of.
Well, I would say you and...
Back then, though, I started with Sega, which is why I have Sega in my name. But
yeah.
We'll do this on a Nintendo World thing whenever I come back.
It's big. It's massive. Like they've got like I've seen. It's huge.
Right?
It is huge, and I've seen pictures of it. I've never went there. They got Bowser's Castle there. They got a Donkey Kong ride. You can meet Luigi and Mario and get pictures with them. You can meet Princess Toadstool. I mean.
That is actually pretty cool.
It is. It's cool. I just have yet to go. So maybe before you come, I'll go and do a vlog by myself and kind of go in there and look and see, all right, here's what I'm going to get Sega into. Plus...
if you're going to go, make sure you just let me know if you find Rosalina there as well from Super Mario Galaxy.
Rosalina? Okay, I'll see if she's there. I think you'll like...
She almost looks like Princess Peach, but
okay.
There's a blue dress instead of a pink one.
And Sega, I think you'll like all the Universal stuff a lot more because Disney, it's more for... It is for everybody, but they lean towards more family and children. I go there because I have great memories. I've been going to Disney World since I was 5 or 6. And if my family didn't take vacations in England, then we took vacations in Florida. So, as many times as I've went to Florida has been, I mean, when I was a kid, I went to a lot of Florida trips. So I have great memories down here. That's one of the reasons why I live here. And I went to England so many times. So I think you'll like all the Disney stuff more. I'm sorry, you'll like more of the Universal stuff more.
Yeah, maybe.
And you've never been to a beach before, right? Have you ever went to a beach ever in your life?
I actually have. There's some
okay.
in Canada. I've seen a few.
Well, I'll definitely take you to some Florida beaches. There's New Smyrna Beach. There's Daytona Beach. There's Panama City Beach I could take you to. There's Clearwater. There's the Hulk Hogan Beach Shop. Then I told you about that Titanic Museum down in Orlando. I could take you there. Whatever you want. I just won't take you to the Disney parks anymore, buddy, because you didn't like it. I mean, you liked some of it, but not all of it,
Yeah, we can turn it down to just a minimum the next time I come, but just a minimum this time.
Yeah, so like I'll ask you, hey, what Disney stuff do you want to do? We'll do that, because you said you like some of it, and if you don't want to go to the parks, then I'll be like, yo. There's another park in Tampa, Busch Gardens. I haven't went to that in years. That one's a really good one. The last time I went there was when my buddy Eric lived down here, which was, the last time I went to Busch Gardens was 2007, 2006.
Okay, so we're going back to when I joined YouTube.
Yeah. So I went to Busch Gardens before I went to film school. So because my buddy Eric started working at Disney right after high school, so I visited him a few times before I started film school. So that's the last time I went to Busch Gardens. Have you ever heard of Six Flags? It's kind of like Six Flags.
Yeah, I've heard of Six Flags.
So Busch Gardens is kind of like a bigger version of Six Flags.
In fact, I've seen that ridiculous one where they had this dancing old man dancing along to the party bus theme song.
Yeah. The bald guy with the glasses. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's dancing along to that song.
So there's a lot to do. Then remember, we never got to that old-ass video game arcade in Orlando. It was like a 1980s video game arcade. And I was like, shit, me and Sega never got to do that. So we can do that, and I can film that for the vlog. We never got to the pinball place. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember us about having a small moment, though, and then the lady starts being all pissy.
Well, that's different. That was in the desert, the Desertland place, which that place was great. I know you love the James Bond thing. That's probably your most favorite thing that we did, was probably the James Bond Museum. Because I knew you'd love that.
I did like the convention we went to.
Oh yeah, the convention was good.
And the voice actor of Raiden was pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know what? That was just by happenstance, Sega. I had no idea that the Mortal Kombat original cast from the video game was going to be there. We talked to Daniel Pacina that played Scorpion and Reptile and Sub-Zero. Then his brother was there that played Raiden. So I was like, oh, well, Sega's going to love this. And before he died, you got to meet Adam the Woo. So that was icing on top of the cake.
Oh, yeah, that was that was sore up when I just heard about him passing away. That tore
It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. He definitely was one of my...
I could go right back to watching that vlog, and you were telling him, and he was telling you, oh, this is like a yearly tradition for us.
Well, yeah, because I would see him...
If I came back next summer, most likely I would probably meet him again.
Sega, I guarantee it. Like, if I don't see him yearly, I saw him sometimes twice a year. That's why he said, "Hey, Fear, it's like a yearly thing when we go to your buddy Jeff's conventions." And then off camera, remember what I said? I said, "Well, Adam," I said, "if you remember, like last year, I saw you twice in one year." He's like, "Yeah, but Fear is what I was saying on camera. We see each other at least once a year." I said, "Absolutely." So, and then he looked at you and said, "So Sega, if you come back, I'm sure I'll see you again with Fears." And you got to meet him, and. Yeah, sadly he passed. So Zach only got to meet him once. I got to meet him 4 times. So yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I can see you rubbing me in the face when I come back next.
No, I wouldn't do that, Sega. No.
I've had him 4 times.
I would not do that to you, Sega. I would not.
I know you wouldn't.
You were busting my chops. I definitely will be busting your chops when you come down again. You know.
No, for sure.
And then also, I haven't went to this place in a long time. I remember going there as a kid. Adam the Woo used to go there all the time. I haven't went to Gatorland since I was 9 or 10. So it's been a while. So, and I should take you there. The zoo was good too. We never got to the zoo. Me, Dave, and Dave's son James that I'm friends with. That's the first time I went to the Orlando Zoo. That was fun. So I could take you there again. So yeah. There's a lot, Sega. Like, when you came, I was like, well, just the stuff that we did in that 1 week was only a tip of the iceberg. There's so much, attractions to do down here, Sega. So yeah.
Yeah, just the tip of the iceberg when I came.
But for sure, we're going to... the first thing that we'll probably do is I'll take you to Nintendo World in Epic Universe, because not only are you excited, I'm excited, so I'll either go by myself and with you, or I'll just wait until you come in a year or two, and we'll surprise the fans. We won't even tell. They know you're coming again, but we won't tell them when you come. So we can just surprise them again, and you just jump on another live, and just go nuts,
I may just pull their leg this date, just keep them guessing.
Yeah, just keep them guessing, because that was probably the greatest prank that we've ever done on the community ever. They had no idea. And then when you come, I'm going to ask Jeff, hey, my buddy Sega's coming. Is there any conventions that you're doing on this week? Hopefully, we can go to another convention together because you love that convention and you got to meet Jeff. Isn't Jeff a nice guy? He's pretty cool.
Yes.
Anyway, I told the fans that we're going to catch up tomorrow. I'm going to get back to my chat, buddy, but we'll definitely, I told everybody we're going to do the live around 5 or 6 tomorrow, so yeah. So I will...
It's going to be after, it'll have to be after 6 p.m. I just get off work right by then.
Okay, well then 6:30, 7-ish, yeah, whenever you get off work, and the great...
I usually work on Tuesday in the afternoon, but I'm only working for like roughly 3 hours, and then afterwards the evening guy comes in.
That's fine.
And then I probably take off after that.
So after 6:30 sometime, we're going live, and the Great Sia Camp will be on the Fierce Podcast. And you know, I'll throw the link out. I'll throw the link out to Dave and Zach, and we'll see how to Visions, and we'll see how many people we can get on there.
Oh yes, of course.
And we'll hang out with the guys, and because I just brought my panels back, so it's been a while since I've done another panel, so we can get you on there for a little while, and we can all catch up. And then once you and me are all caught up, then I'll throw the link out.
Surprise everybody with these new headphones I just got.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to see the new headphones.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you, buddy.
Yeah, see ya.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, man. I cannot wait till Sega comes back to visit again. Man, he's awesome. All right, so what was I saying? What? I sent no farts. Okay, so Bukaki, I'm not putting words in your mouth. Someone in the Discord, either you, it was probably somebody else. So I'm not trying to lie. Someone, either you or somebody posted a link, and let me go into my messages, and I clicked on a link, and it said like InShot, and someone did an InShot of that website, and I downloaded it, and I got the 2 fart videos. So let me just see. Someone sent me that. Give me 1 second. I'm checking your messages. Oh, no. No, you sent me that one, Bukaki, the 50 reasons. Okay, that's what I thought. So, you sent me the 50 reasons single men are happier. And then you sent me these. You sent me those. And then... So, somebody, I clicked on some link. So, I was mistaken. I didn't lie. I was just mistaken. Because I'm checking the messages. Yeah, you sent me that. So, and that's like the crystal skull head or whatever, and I watched that. That was pretty good. So somebody posted some link in Yakov's or Dave's, I don't remember, and I just clicked on it and it said InShot, and I downloaded the 2 fart videos. But I will if needed be. Oh yes, please, Bukaki. Anytime Fierce farts or burps, send me some videos, because I want to get as many of those videos as possible to put in my intros and my outros and in my vlog. So anytime Fierce burps or farts, record that shit, y'all, and send me some, Bukaki. Well, nice. It was nice to catch up with Sega. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see here. It was called Dude, Where's My Family? No. It was another movie. It was I can't think of that movie. I'm gonna have to ask Meta. Hang on. Hey Meta, what's that movie with Michael Douglas? It's like the worst day of his life, and he's trying to get home to his wife and daughter.
The movie you're thinking of is Falling Down.
Falling Down, that's what it is. I've seen that one, Visions, and it has that Robert guy in it, and he plays the cop, and then Michael Douglas is like, I'm the bad guy? He goes, yeah, you're the bad guy. Bam, 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 shoots him like 3 or 4 times in the chest, flies off the rail and down into the ocean, and he dies. So, yeah. So, yep. Yo! What's up, Adam? Good to see you. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Hang on. Oh, man. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't care if he owns that website. I don't care. He's like Quentin, Adam. Quentin owns FearsMan26. He'll never use it. He just did it to piss me off. Larry bought FearsMan.com. I don't care. I don't care, because if I ever actually make a website, either for my merch or just a website about my two channels, I'll just think of another, like, more interesting, name. I don't have to name it FearsMan.com. I don't have to name it FearsMan26.com. So Larry can have that. I don't care. He just bought it. He'll never use it. He just bought it to piss me off. And he failed because I don't care that he has it. Zero care. I don't care. I already, when I was talking to Randall today, I said, Randall, and he goes, Fears, that makes no sense. He's never going to use it. I said, Randall, I know 100% he's not going to use it, And so I said, if I ever actually make a website, A, I'm going to have Visions make all my merch. B, whatever website I use to make my merch someday, I'll just think of a different website name. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Anyway. So, he failed miserably. Hey, Larry, I don't care. Have at it. Fearsman.com. Great. I don't care. Zero care. I just started laughing when I heard about all that. I was like, I don't care. Like, wow, he beat me to it. I don't care, because he's not going to use it, So yeah, I just laughed and said, there's a billion other names that I could name something for a website. I'll just think of something else. It's not a big deal. He's really going all in. Well, I told you, Cave, he's an absolute nutcase. He's an absolute psychopath. I'm glad you guys and me are not the only ones. Yakov has said it to Larry's face. Larry has been on Yakov's panel while he's doing his video games. He called him a nutcase. He called him a psychopath. So it's not just me. And this all started because I timed him out a long time ago, like 2 years ago. And then I blocked him because he just thinks he can do and say whatever the hell he wants, and he wasn't abiding by the rules, right? And then I unblocked him. I gave him another chance, and then I blocked him again, and then I unblocked him a second time, and gave him another chance, and then by the third time, I said, nothing I do or say is ever going to be good enough for this crazy guy. And so I just took all my friends' advice. My buddy Eric was like, Fears, why are you even giving this guy 2-3 chances? I said, well, I try to be fair. I said, I gave my friend Yakov like more than 50 chances. And my buddy Eric was like, Fears, he's just doing all this crazy shit just to get on your nerves. Just block him for a third time and never unblock him and just focus on your content. And I said, you're right, Eric. He said, because Fears, honestly, nothing you do or say up to this point has been good enough for this idiot. I said, you're right, Eric. He goes, so just block him a third time and be over and done with it. And I said, Eric, this guy will not stop. I said I had to change my number. And he's like, well, clearly this guy has got a few screws loose, Fears. I said, oh, yeah. I said, you don't have to tell me twice, Eric. He's like, yeah. So he's like, I'm glad you changed your number. He goes, it sucks that you had to change your number. But, now he's not calling you every day and leaving crazy messages. I said, and then my buddy Eric was like, did he not miss a day? I said, he did not miss a day for 6.5 months, Eric. I said, every day he called me and left some crazy message. Not as crazy as the silent, soft-spoken troll. I don't know who the hell that was. That guy was even more crazier than Larry. So I took my buddy's advice. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter how many videos I make, nothing will ever be good enough for Larry. And it all started for that timeout. He was all buddy-buddy with me, and then the minute I timed him out and I blocked him that first time, it's like a war started. He's like, oh, you started a war, Fears. And so I'm like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm sick and tired of talking about him. So I only talk about him either when I have to or when you guys bring him up. I'm not going to wish death upon him anymore because I don't want anything to happen to my channel. But I'm never going to unblock the guy. So, yeah. So he's just upping the ante, Oh, wow, you own a website. I don't care. I don't. Wow, you own fearsman.com. Good for you. I'll just think of another name. And it's going to be a while before I get a website because I told Visions I've been toying with the notion of merch. Do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? Because Adam the Woo did merch for a little while, and then he finally said, nah, I don't want to do merch anymore. I don't think I have enough subs. I know I've got some loving and loyal fans that would buy some merch, but, and Visions has told me, well, you don't know until you try, Fears. And I was like, yeah, true. I'm a little bit afraid to try, but someday I just need to get over that and just, make some merch. But I don't know how you would combine it, because I would use one of those websites like Richie uses. Like Richie uses some website where you can post stuff on, he's got merch on pens and sweaters and t-shirts, and then really weird stuff. I would never do any of the baby stuff that he does. He's got baby onesies with hit that red button, YouTube. I'll be like, you're not married, Richie. You don't have kids. You don't have a wife. Why the fuck would you have baby stuff with Richie Wright on it? I would never do some shit like that. I would do simple stuff. I would have Fears vlogs on a coffee mug, or Fears vlogs on a t-shirt or something, like the one that Visions made for me. And then I would just have Visions make the orders, me and Visions would have to talk and figure that out. But I would just name the site something else, because he's never going to use that. He will not use that website. I'm like, great. You own a website that you'll never use. Have fun. Because Randall was like, Fierce, you could just call it something else. I said, I will. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough about talking about him. But that's what's going on. I heard about all that stuff. And I don't care. The oldest movie I've ever watched is from 1902. Oh, wow. That's nuts, Joey. Like I said, the oldest one for me was that Christmas Carol one, 1922. So I still got a lot of movies to watch. Let's see. Have you ever watched that horse film? No. Never seen that. I meant the Norwegian black metal legends, but yes, that looks delightful. Some call them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to stream in 10 minutes here. Yeah, right. No, you're not. No, you're not, Visions. Anyway, let's see here. I'm trying to catch up. I'm sorry I'm so far behind. Excuse me, come again. Can you ask Sega to unblock me on Twitch? You know what? Yeah, I just saw this. I will. Tomorrow I will ask him, because he's going to be on the show tomorrow. So I'll ask him. I'll be like, hey, Sega, me and Yakov made up. We're buddies. We're pals. So I'll do my very best. And I will tell him that you are a changed man, because that's 100% right. And Yak, I'm not trying to make fun of you. The old Yak was a drunk, annoying asshole. And I'm being honest, Yak. Remember how much you got me enraged? I mean, I wanted your blood back then. I wanted to beat you up so bad. I was like, I'm going to be up for murder with this Yak guy. I never thought in a million years that we would be friends. So you definitely are a changed man. So I will 100%. I'll try to sell you the best way I can, Yak. I'll be like, hey, Sega. And I'll tell him, I'm not trying to say this to get you mad, Sega. I'll be like, look, I never thought in a million, kabillion, fulfillion years that I would be friends with Yak, but he's definitely changed. And but I hope I can get him to at least unblock you on Twitch. I don't know if he would unblock you on YouTube, because I think he's got you blocked on everything, right, Yak? But at least I'll try to get him at least to unblock you on Twitch. And I had nothing to do with that. Sega did that on his own. So, yeah. Dave said, I had a mobile home fire back in the late 70s and the flooding from hurricane. Yeah, so see, it does happen, because it happened to Dave. I just feel so bad for Randy and his mom, because they've been in that mobile home. Oh, God. Randy and his mom have lived here even longer. I've lived here since 2000, at the end of 2018, going into 2019. Randall's been here for, I think, at least 16 years. And they live somewhere else before the mobile home. So I think they've been living in the mobile home for 11 years out of that 16 years. So yeah, because for a while, Randall had his own place. And then when his mom got older and his mom got a little sick, he moved in with his mom. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Lark? Good to see you. Hi, Tina. Hi, Strong Bear. Hi, Yak. I'm trying to catch up with all this. Forgive me, guys. I'm so sorry. Hi, everybody in the chat and all over the entire world. Let's see. Hi, Yak. I'm doing great, Tina. How are you? And thank you for asking as well. George W. Bush Gardens, presidential. Yep. Let's see. Fears one day I'll come visit you and we won't tell the fans at all. I won't even tell you. That way no one will find out. I'll just knock on your door with my suitcase guitar. No, be sure to tell me, Yak. Because I definitely would want you to come and visit. You know, because that would be, I think the only way to out-top what me and Sega did would be if you came to visit, you know, for a week or whatever. You know? Because Sega and me had that planned for 4.5 months, and we didn't say shit. Nothing. And I was afraid that Sega was going to say something, you know? So, I was like, I don't know if Sega can keep this secret, but he did. And he almost had one slip-up. I remember Sega called me saying, Fears, I think I ruined it. I slipped up. I was like, don't worry, Sega. And then he said, well, I already took down that stream, Fears, so I don't think anyone saw it. I was like, well, that's good. I'm like, we want to surprise all the fans and have the ultimate prank on the fans. And we did. So, yeah. I sent them... That's what it was. Yakov made those fart videos, the in-shot ones. I'm sorry, Bukaki. I wasn't lying. I knew someone made them. And I knew someone sent them, because this was a while back, but... Because that one was pretty hellacious. I was like, hey, Lantern! And I went like that, and it wasn't just like a little toot, toot, toot. It exploded out of my ass, and it's so loud. Thank God it was that loud, because one, that's funny. Two, I was like, I'm downloading that video. I'm uploading that to my channel, which I did. I uploaded both of the fart ones, because the other one, the second one, in the in-shot video, it was good, but it was kind of like a little baby one. The first one was massive, and I'll play it right now. Because I have them downloaded on my phone, but they will be in one of my next vlogs, for sure. So here's the baby one. Here's the baby one.
Hang on, Lantern. I'm going to call you in a minute. Hey, Lantern. Oh, yeah. There's another.
See, that was like a little baby one. But here's the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, I just farted. That was a big one. Hey, Lantern. Oh, yeah, I just farted. That was a big one.
It was a big one. It's definitely a big one. So thanks, Yak, for making those. So, Yak, keep making them. Keep sending them to me. And Bukaki suggested, Fears, if you need some, I'll send you some. Send me all the burps. Send me all the farts, if you please. And I will put them on my channel and in my vlogs, because it was pretty damn funny. Yo, what's up, Sega? Sega's in the chat. I sent them to Lantern. He probably sent them to you. That's probably what happened, Yak. That's probably what it was. Let's see here. Sega, please forgive me and unblock me, Sega. Fears and I were pulling your Fears, am I pulling your leg yet? Not yet, Sega. Not yet. Yak says, Sega, please. Yo! What's up, fangirl Kate? She says, hi, Sega. Hi, Fears. Yo, beautiful. Kate, you got to send me your address. After this stream, send me your address, because I want to send you a belated Valentine's Day gift. I got some ideas floating around, but I promise I won't give your address out. But you were busy with your uncle and your family, so I want to send it later. So, yeah. Sega, please forgive me. I'll try, Yak. I really will. So, yeah. So, that's cool. Glad you're okay with it. I just felt so dumb. Well, don't feel dumb, Adam. You didn't do anything. it's just Larry trying to piss me off, and I'm like, I don't care. Wow, he's got a fierceman.com. I don't care. I don't. Because again, I'll say it a third time. When I do, in fact, make a website, if I ever do, I'll just name it something else. I'll just think of something else. Him and Quentin are two peas in a pod. Quentin will never use that website. He just bought it to piss me off. And I'll admit, Quentin did piss me off when he got that. But Larry failed miserably. I don't give a flying fuck that he bought it. He just wasted his money. So actually, I won that one. He wasted his money on a website. I could care less. So I'm like, wow, cool, you have a website. I don't give a shit. So yeah. What's up, Kate? Let's see here. Museum said, I'm sorry. Sega said no to Museum. I'm so far behind. Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to send you my address for the Valentine's once I get on Discord. Thank you, Kate. Yes, because I won't give it out, and I want to send you something. What's up, Tinder Immortal? She says, yo. Well, I apologize. I'm so far behind because of all the stuff. So, yeah. What's up, Tinder Immortal? I hope you and your guy friend had, or I don't know if you guys are married yet. You and your fiance, I hope you guys had a great I almost said Thanksgiving. God, I'm so tired. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. Hilarious. I'm so tired, Tinder Immortal. My bad. You might have me blocked on YouTube. Who knows? Sega, I can attest to this. Yakov is totally a changed man. He does Bible studies. He does Bible streams, Sega. He's a full-on Christian. He's making his music. I've been on his show many times, Sega. Yakov, he still likes to joke around and troll a tiny bit, but he's definitely a changed, well, not really troll. He likes to tease. He likes to tease and joke around with his buddies, Sega, but he's not a troll like how he used to be back in the day, Sega. So, totally unblock him. He's a changed man, Sega. For sure, buddy. Let's see. Have you ever been bitten by a tick? Oh, yeah. Tinder model. Plenty of times. Whenever I was a kid in Missouri, whenever I went camping, whether I was with my mom and my dad or in Boy Scout camps, I would come home and I'd have tons of tick bites on my arms and my legs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they itch. I'd be like, I would get bit and I'd be like, oh, man, they itch so bad getting bit by a tick. I haven't got bit by a tick in a long time, but absolutely. So, yeah. Let's see. Thanks so much. Well, it has been tough, Kate. All right, I'm finally caught up on the chat. I'm so sorry. I was trying to catch up as fast as I could because I was so far behind on the chat. I wanted to read as much as possible, and I know there was some drama going on with Larry, and I had to address all that crap and about the website, and I was like, I don't care. And then I didn't expect to talk to Sega that long, but I can't wait for Sega to come on the show tomorrow. It's been a while since me and my buddy, my pal, and I'm going to catch up. I'm going to throw the link out. I'll try to get Yakvo on there. I'll try to get Dave and Zach, and hopefully Mike can come on. I haven't talked to Mike in a while. So we've all been busy doing our things. So, yeah. Tonight's movie watches, I've already selected. I've already seen them before, but I've never reviewed them for you guys, I don't think. And they're definitely not on my movie app. So I'm still going to do some more sci-fi tonight. A little bit of Rollerbar with James Caan. And he's from Misery. I love that movie. Misery's great. He's good in this. And then John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. Originally, this was supposed to be the third Snake Plissken movie, and for whatever reason, he changed his mind, and so Ice Cube's character is like the Snake Plissken character. He's just not named Snake Plissken, he's named something else. So, it was supposed to be either Escape from Mars or Escape from the Moon, because now there's like a big prison that Snake's been put on in the moon or Mars or whatever. So that was supposed to be the third film, and it never came to be. And then He's like, oh, fuck it, I'll just change this script into something else. So I haven't seen this in a while, so yeah. From John Carpenter, the master of horror behind 1998's John Carpenter's Vampires and classics like The Thing, Halloween, Escape from New York, come a sci-fi thriller full of explosive action and bone-chilling suspense. It's all right. It's decent, but I haven't reviewed those for you guys. But if you guys have never seen this one, ooh, this one's so good. This one takes place in the future of 2018. Oh shit! And I think this is James Caan's. I think it's one of his first sci-fi thrillers. So I can't wait to watch it. So good movie selections for tonight, my friends. All right. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had suspense chill my bones. Oh, you will if you watch them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Whew. Let's get to an actual topic now. Now I'm caught up with everybody. Shout out to the 22 people watching. Let me refresh the page, see if I got any more likes. If I do, thank you for the likes. Let me refresh. I haven't refreshed the page in a while. I will check the crowns in just a second, Lantern. Okay. Caught up with everybody. All right, I still got 2 likes. 22 people. All right, Lantern, before I do my official first topic, let's check the crowns. All right, here we go. 8th place is Biscuit. 7th place is Vision. 6th place is Yakov. 5 is Liz. 4 is Joey. 3 is Strong Bear. 2 is Mama Bear. And coming in first place is Lord Lantern. That's right, y'all. That's right. So, Lantern, you are in first place, my friend. All right. Here we go. Let's start with a movie review, shall we? Let's start with Dave's suggestion, Empire of the Ants. Such a good film. Here we go. All right. So, Empire of the Ants. It was made 1977. 1977. It's definitely the best way to describe it is a sci-fi B-movie action-adventure thriller, and it's got horror aspects in it because people do die in it. So, yeah. So, sci-fi B film with action, adventure, thriller, with horror aspects because people do die in it. Horror. Visions, have you ever watched this one? Bukaki, Yakov. Yakov, the one that you suggested, it went on the list. You said you downloaded one about the frogs or whatever. I don't know if you saw that live, Yakov. I took a photo of your suggestion in the chat a few days ago. I watched the trailer. I was like, the one that Yakov downloaded about the frogs, it has a sequel, and I watched both of the trailers. They were both great. I put them right on the list, and I was like, damn, these are good. And then Visions, the best one that you suggested was that 2019 one. Bukaki said he watched it. Let me know, Bukaki, did you like it? He said, he wrote me last night, your brother wrote me last night, and he said that a midget dies in it. He said, or someone, I think, attempted to kill him. Hang on. Let me read the message, because I don't want you guys thinking I lied. I can't remember the exact thing that happened. Bukaki won't mind if I read this. So he says, I said, hey, what did you think of that so far? He goes, I've never heard of it. Amazing how many movies are out there. So he downloaded it. And I said, yep. And then he said, well, it's one of those movies, it's so bad, it's good. And I said, your brother suggested the film. And then I said, oh, no, oh, nice, so bad, it's good. Hell yeah, I can't wait to watch. I said, I've just had a nap. I'm finishing Starman, and then I'm off to work. And then he goes, I haven't seen that in a long time, but I think I'd like it. Have you ever seen K-Pex? It's kind of similar with Kevin Spacey. LOL, he's a sex offender, but it's a good movie. And I said, I've never seen K-Pex. Never seen that one. So he said it's so bad that it's good. And I was like, well, I've seen plenty of those. It's so bad. Where's the part where he said that? Oh, yeah, here we go. He said, just downloaded it. I said, the trailer of the movie. He said, oh, I downloaded the movie. I said, oh, cool. I said, well, enjoy it, my friend. Let me know. I said, let me know. Hang on, I lost my spot. Oh, cool. Well, enjoy it, my friend. Let me know how it was. Rate it 1 out of 10. Can't wait to get your analysis back of the movie. And he says, damn, they're going to kill the midget hero to the rescue. And I said, wait a minute. I said, they're killing a midget in that movie that you're watching? I said, damn, LOL. I said, well, I can't wait to watch this movie. It's going nuts. And he says, LOL, yeah, when the 3 went into the city, the tunnel dwellers are going to kill a midget because he is small, but it isn't a child, Fears. Then the main character sticks up for him. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? I said, this is getting better and better and better. I said, no, I haven't seen it yet. I said, I watched the trailer tonight on my live, so I can't wait to watch it. So they didn't kill him, but they were about to kill him. Okay. And then, give me a second, somebody wrote me. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's relax with the hate speech. Oh no! It wasn't a hate speech. Someone was writing me, so I had to write them back. So yeah. I was not giving a hate speech out. Did you think that, Cave? No. So I was just messaging someone back, and then Bukkake said they almost killed a midget in that 2019 movie. And I was like, what? I'm like, they're going to kill a midget? I was like, oh, man. So it wasn't a hate speech. Bukkake was just telling me stuff about that movie that Vision suggested. The 2019 one, After New York Fell, that one. So Bukkake actually watched it the other night, and he said, Fears, it's one of those movies, it's so bad, it's good. So, yeah, I wasn't doing a hate speech. I was reading Bukkake's messages. No. Me and Bukkake are good. I would never do a hate speech on Bukkake. No. No. That got me nervous. I was like, because I just read, you said, let's relax on the hate speech. I was like, I'm not a hate speech. I'm like, I'm not doing a hate speech on anyone. I'm like, what are you on about? That got me confused there for a second. I was like, what are you on about? All right. No. Literally, here. He sent me these messages. That's Bukkake about that movie. Because I said, well, how is it? And he goes, it's all right. He goes, it's one of those movies, it's so bad, it's good. And I was like, oh, well, I'm like, I love those type of movies. I'm like, I can't wait. And then he was telling me, here it is. Here's the paragraph about the midget. He said, LOL, yeah. He goes, when 3 heroes went into the city, the tunnel dwellers are going to kill a midget because he is small, but he isn't a child. Then the main character sticks up for him. Oh, you haven't seen it. And then I said, this is getting better and better and better and better. And then I said, no, I haven't seen it yet. I said, I watched the trailer tonight on my live stream, so I can't wait to watch it. And he went, okay. And I said, what do you think so far? And he said, I haven't excuse me, I haven't even heard of it before. Amazing how many movies there are out there. I said, yep. And then he says, well, it's one of those movies, it's so bad it's good movies. And I said, your brother suggests the film. I said, oh, nice. So bad it's good. Hell yeah, I can't wait. I just had a nap, and I'm finishing Starman, then work. So, yeah, I wasn't hating on anyone. Yeah. So, yep. So, there's that. Give me a second, Tina. Oh, is it? Yeah. Mike just went live on a video game live stream. That's okay, because I've got like 18 people. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So, it's not a big deal. But yeah. So, anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, he went live, but it's not a big deal. Yeah. All right. So, back to this. Empire of the Ants. 1977, sci-fi B film with action-adventure thriller, horror aspects. The best kill in it. Let me see here. Best kill. That's right, Museum. Bukaki was telling me about that bad movie that Vision suggested. It's pretty good. The best kill in this. It's either the old couple or I'm trying to review this so I don't ruin it for you guys. Either the old couple kill or where this ant pops up out of the river, grabs a guy. He's kind of wearing like a 70s kind of disco type of suit, like a white blazer on, and pulls him down into the water, and you see blood like in the water. So he bites him and then like kind of sucks him down. I think that's the best one. The disco guy kill, like pulling him under the water. That one's pretty good. So, ant kills a guy in the river. It's very like, no, I haven't bought it yet. Not yet. I will. Not yet. Not yet. But I will buy it. It's very like one of those B films, and I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm going to call Dave in a couple of minutes after I review this and tell him thank you, because, man, I definitely suggest it. It's good. Even though it's kind of cheesy, and back in the 70s, they didn't have a lot of, like, really good special effects, so you can tell that they filmed small ants and then superimposed the small ants onto the film to make them much bigger. So much bigger. Then, whenever for the close shots where the ants are like in their face and trying to kill people, they used these gigantic ant puppets. And when it's all put together, it's a solid watch. So, it had good acting. Like I said, some good special effects. Some good. It's not a bad story. It's not one of those movies where it's so bad it's good. No, this one's actually got a good story. Basically, the nut of the story is this land developer, her and her husband, and they filmed it in Florida, or most of it is in Florida, because they mentioned Florida a couple times in the film. They're coming up with like this ultimate like paradise kind of like community, and it's going to have like tennis courts in it and a swimming pool, and it's going to be right off the beach, and so they're giving all these people a tour, and trying to get these people to buy a plot of land to build their house. Well, before that, you see this random company dumping toxic waste in the ocean to get rid of it. They never really explain what that company's all about. Just at the beginning of the film, you see them dumping the toxic waste in the ocean, right? So then one of those barrels ends up on shore in this beachfront property, and this toxic waste is leaking out of the barrel, and it's like this creamy silver liquid, and these ants that are crawling around the beach walk through the silver liquid, and they go from a tiny ant to a gigantic ant. And I don't know, they're like this tall and about that wide. So they're big. They're big. And then they just have this incredible appetite for flesh, and they just start killing all these people and destroying some of the condos that are on the beachfront property. And this guy lives on the mainland, and he's like, I'm the boat guy. I'm just gonna like take you out to this Florida beachfront property, and I'll get you back safe, and blah blah blah. So he kind of gets sucked in. The Joan Collins character, she's one of the land developers. Like, well, I'm putting this whole like retired beachfront community together, and it's her and her partner / husband. So yeah, and look, you can see there's one of the ants' legs. So all hell breaks loose once those ants walk through the silver toxic waste, and it's basically humans versus the big old ants, and all hell breaks loose. But it's a solid watch. So yeah, so good watch. I'm going to give it, it's not the best sci-fi film I've ever watched, but it's pretty decent. I'm going to give it a solid, I'm going to give it a solid 8.9 out of 10. And I highly recommend it. It's pretty good. 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10. I do recommend it. Check it out, my friends. It's only 89 minutes. Pretty good. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Michael. Yeah, that's right. That's right, y'all. All right, next. Good old John Carpenter's Starman. Very cool movie. I hadn't seen it in a little while. It's got the dude in it. It's got Jeff Bridges. Listen, let me explain something. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude, so that's what you call me. Either that, his dudeness, El Duderino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing, His Royal Highness, the dude, you know. If you've never seen him in this or The Big Lebowski, I highly suggest it. It's two good movies, my friends. Two good movies. All right, Starman. Directed by one of my favorite directors. Directed by John Carpenter. It was made 1970... Oh, what is this one? I'm sorry. 1984, excuse me. 1984. And it's basically about the United Nations. The government sends out this satellite with this record, and the record has tons and tons of languages from all around the world, basically inviting aliens. If you ever get this and you understand this message, we welcome a visit from whichever alien. So Jeff Bridges plays the alien, and he's like, all right, well, you invited me, so I'm going to come and visit. And basically, he's at his spaceship. He didn't mean to crash, but it malfunctions, and he was just supposed to land. So now that his ship has been destroyed, he has to contact his people and say, well, I took them up on their invitation, but my ship got destroyed. Can you pick me up in 3 days? So he has to travel to Nevada, where that massive meteorite crater is, and that's where his ship will pick him up. And so while he's waiting, he takes the form of this woman's dead husband, and he kind of learns about love and humanity through her and other humans. So it's half a action adventure sci-fi, but half a love story too. So, because she just lost her husband, and so she's like grieving for her husband and stuff, and it's a good watch. So it's part of it is a love story, so love story / sci-fi action adventure film. What's really cool about it, there's a stunt guy in it, and the guy that played the guy that played Jason Voorhees in Part 4, his name is Ted something. I can't remember his last name. He's in it, and he's literally just as an actor / stunt double. And so you get to see him without the Jason mask on, and I recognized his face because I've watched all the... I've got the whole Jason thing right here, and Part 4 is right here. And I watched all the bonus features, so I've seen that Ted guy with the Jason mask on, without the Jason mask on, and he told a whole bunch of, like, behind-the-scenes stories. So the minute I saw him in Starman, I was like, oh shit, the guy that played Jason from Part 4, he's in this movie. So the guy that played Jason is in it. So that's a nice little bit of trivia. So stunt double Jason is in the film. You know what? I forgot to do my favorite scene out of Empire of Ants. Probably my two favorite scenes. Probably when they eventually take the ants out at the end. I don't want to tell you guys how because it'll ruin the film. So the ending, and then when the boatman's boat blows up, there's ants all over his boat, and he kills some of the gigantic ants on his boat. So the explosion of his boat, that's a good scene. So the boat scene is pretty good. That's probably my favorite scene out of that movie. All right, my two favorite scenes out of Starman, probably when you see him take the form of her dead husband. That's a cool scene. So, taking shape of a human. That's probably my favorite scene. My second favorite scene, probably when he gets into a fight with that stunt double guy, Ted, and they're at a gas station, and the Ted guy punches him in the face, and then he punches him back. That whole scene at the gas station is pretty cool. That's probably my second favorite scene. So, gas station fight. I do recommend this film. It's good. I would probably give it... I'm going to give it a 9.7 out of 10. I need to use the restroom. I shall be right back, but 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. Ugh. There we are. Oh, man. Oh, there's Lantern again. Lantern's, wait, Fear's singing in the bathroom. Yeah, music. Yeah. No, I was just using the restroom. Well, I'm going to call Dave and thank him for that suggestion because, man, Empire of the Ants was awesome. So if Dave's got any more, that would be cool. Cool. All right, let's see here. Oh, damn. There you go, Lantern. There's a little burp. Smelly. That's right, Lantern. We smell it from way over here. You're hilarious, Lantern. All right. Yo, Dave. Dude, thank you so much for Empire of the Ants, man. Dude, that was awesome. I love that one. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, back in the 70s and such, they did a whole bunch of
yeah
versus band.
Yeah, like without Jaws, Ants, Empire Ants, all those other, like, because that Piranha, literally when I watch Piranha, they have Jaws the video game in the movie. And then I watched all the bonus features of Piranha, and they're like, oh yeah, like, Jaws is a big inspiration, and we ran with it. And so at the beginning of that film, you see a woman at the airport playing a Jaws video game, and I was like, come on, dude. Like, this is hilarious. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't make any references of Jaws in Empire of Ants, but you know it was definitely inspired by it. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was good, but yeah, like, and then you suggested that Grizzly Bear one. Grizzly was good. Then I found Grizzly 2. Yeah, Grizzly 2. I found that alligator.
That was Visions.
Oh, was that Visions?
Yeah, the Prophecy 2, the Grizzly 2.
I'm sorry, you suggested Prophecy. Grizzly was, yeah, Visions. My bad. I haven't seen Prophecy yet, but I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep.
It's almost like whenever one movie comes out,
Yeah.
it's almost like other movie companies do similar or copycat.
And then there's that alligator one, you know, in the sewers. I've watched the trailer. It's on the watch.
Alligator.
I've got an older version of alligator. It's like, it's over there. I'll have to get it. It's like, there's alligators that like come in the Amazon rainforest, and it's much older. The one, I think you suggested alligator. Vision suggested the grizzly bear one, and you suggest the prophecy one. It's another type of alligator that, you know, kills people. It's just much older. The alligator one that lives in the sewer, that's from the 80s. The one I have is from the early 70s, like 1973 or something. So, yeah. But thanks a lot, because I enjoyed, it's definitely a 1970s, like, B movie. It's so good. So I literally recommend it. My favorite scene is when the ants start attacking his boat, and he sets his boat on fire, and doesn't kill all the ants, but he kills some of the ants. So, yeah.
Yeah, another ant-related one is called Phase 4.
Phase 4, okay. All right. Out of the two Ants movies, I like Empire of Ants a little bit more than just the ants. You know, like all those ants take over that hotel. That one was good.
Oh, yeah.
It was good. But it wasn't as good as Empire of Ants. So I like them both, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my show, buddy, because I was running so late. Now I have to go to work at around 4, and I had so much stuff getting in my way. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I finally got around to it. So probably out of my movie watches tonight, I'll probably watch Ghost of Mars tomorrow. So tonight's movie watches. Dave. James Caan's Rollerball. Excuse me. I'm gonna watch that tonight. That one's good. And then tomorrow I'm gonna watch Ghost of Mars. But I'll have them both watched before I go live. So yeah.
Rollerball.
Yeah.
That one was filmed here in Orlando at Universal.
Rollerball was?
Yeah, that's the one with
James Caan.
Correct. Was filmed here in Orlando.
James Caan, and it came out 1975, the same year that Jaws.
Okay, wrong one.
Is this one?
That's not the Orlando one.
Oh, okay, all right.
There was another one.
There's another one.
Similar concept.
Oh, it's probably a remake then. It's probably a remake. Ah, okay, all right. Well, it definitely was good. And I cannot wait to find that alligator one that lives in the sewer from the 80s. Because the other one, I can't remember. It's over the... You know what? Let me grab it. And see if you watch this. Because now the fans are going to want to know. Hang on. Let me find it. Hang on. Because I've already watched it. I don't know if I've rated this one for the fans. But hang on. Let me find it. Where are you? Give me a second, buddy. Because now I'm on a mission. Now I gotta find it. Hang on. Oh, where are you? Oh, I know it is. See, now that I want to find it, no, I can't find it. Hang on. Where are you? I can't find it. Hang on. Oh, you little bastard, where are you? Hang on. Give me a second here. I'm on a mission now, Dave. I'll find it. Hang on. Because I already watched it. It's got a white cover. That's why I put it over here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. All right. Have you ever seen this one called The Great Alligator, Dave? Have you ever seen this one? It's the Great.
Possibly.
I think it's a. It's a film that's been dubbed over. I think it's a Latin. I'm sorry. It's either a French film or an Italian film. Oh, it's English and Italian. So there's Italian actors in it and American actors, and it was filmed in 1979. So it's like...
I don't see that one.
Yeah, so this one I found on my own. This one I found at Vintage Stock whenever I was like home visiting my family about a year or two ago. So it's like Alligator. This one takes place, it's like in the Amazon rainforest, and there's a photographer that goes there to like take photos of this new tropical paradise like resort, and there's this ancient alligator that's like massive. It's super. It's like almost the size of Jaws, and they definitely were inspired by Jaws because it looks almost, like in Jaws. What is he? Isn't he 25 feet long? Right?
The first movie.
Yeah, in the first one.
About a 20 to 22 footer.
Okay. Oh, no. Quinn says 25 because the guy with the glasses says that's a 20-footer, and then Quinn's like 25, 3 tons of it.
Yeah.
So this alligator's about 25 to 30 feet long, so it's like Jaws. So at first, I thought this was the alligator movie that you and Visions and the fans were talking about. It's not. It's like... And then I watched the trailer for the alligator one. That's one in the 80s where it's just as big as this alligator, but it's from the sewers, and he lives in the sewer. He lives in the sewers, and then he comes out to like a residential area and starts killing people.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking.
So that one I'm still on the hunt for, but yeah, man. And you know what?
I think sequels to that movie, Alligator.
Yeah, there is. Because I know there's at least 2 because I watched both of the trailers on my live, and yeah. I mean, look how big his eyeball is. I mean, it's huge. So it was a good watch. It's just It's basically an Italian film with Italian actors and American. Half of it is dubbed over. The other half, when the Americans are speaking in it, is not. And it's quite bloody. So, I mean, it's not super bloody, but it's bloody. But, yeah. But definitely check that one out. Yeah. So, because it was good. It was definitely good. But it's like half dubbed over, you know. So, yeah. Pretty good, though. But anyway, thanks for the Empire of the Ants. If you got any more suggestions the next time we go to Barnes & Noble, you let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Because, man, that was a good one. I thoroughly enjoyed it, my friend. Thoroughly. And I'll call you later, all right?
All right.
All right, peace. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Anyway, let's finish this, and then I'll catch up on the chat, and then we'll move on. I give it a 9.7 out of 10. I highly recommend it. It's a love story, sci-fi action adventure. The stunt double Jason was in it. I said my 2 favorite scenes. I recommended it. I gave it a 9 point. Lots of action in it. Lots of action. Lots of action. Lots of action in it. It's a pretty good watch. You guys should check it out. All right. Let me get back to the chat here. Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, man, I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. Lantern is going nuts in the chat. Yo, Visions. He says, fart, damn, pew, smelly, welly, funky. Oh, Lord, Lantern. That is one spooky shelf. What, this? Oh, yeah. I got, you know, little Jason, little Michael. Dave got me that little Escape from New York, as always, Visions. That's right. Lantern, are you scared? Nope. I'm a little scared. Just a little bit, you know. Let's see. Vision says, boom, plump, plop, squish, ew, fart, damn, pew. Fears fell in. I did not fall in, Lantern. I just had to go number 2. Fears is napping on the toilet. Nope, I'm going to have a nap after this, Lantern. That's right. Fears sleeping in a restroom. Wow, comfy turd pillows. Yeah, I guess. You guys are going nuts in the chat. Tinder Moral says, well, yeah, dude. He's choking on farts. Wow. Sometimes. I'll be honest. Bunging up. Oh, I was bunging. I was definitely bunging it up. I was definitely bunging and runging. Bouquet says, El Burpo? Yeah. Work needs to go faster. Well, I hope your job's been going good, Bouquet. I know you said you got a newer one recently. Are there any Gators and Crocodile fans in the audience? Right here, buddy. Oh, yeah, that movie Gator Bait is cool. I've never seen Gator Bait. I'll check that one out, Visions, whenever I watch some. Hang on, let me write it down. Gator Bait. Because I got some trailers to watch here coming up soon. Yo, what's up, Piss? And Bukaki was nice. He wrote me and said, Fears, I just want to let you know, Piss is Vision's new girlfriend. And Bukaki set me straight. They said, Fears, I swear, she's a real person. She just has a random YouTube channel name. I said, okay. And he goes, it's not a troll. She's a real person. I said, okay. I said, so yeah. So Visions, the last thing I want to do is, you know, block your girlfriend, you know. So, well, hey, congrats on getting a new girlfriend, buddy. Hell yeah. There it are. Well, Piss, it's very nice to meet you. Or should I say, the new Mrs. Visions? I'm going to call you Mrs. Visions. I don't like saying Piss. So, what's up? Shout out to the new Mrs. Visions. That's right, y'all. Heck yeah. Let's see. What time do you need to go to work? Well, no, he's probably at work right now, Tina. Yeah, he's already there. I'm off at 4 a.m. Gator and Croc fans coming out. That's right. There's a Starman TV. Is there, Dave? Is there? Wow. I didn't know that. Let me write that one down. Starman TV series. Yeah, so Miss Visions, Bukaki was a good brother, you know, to Visions and said, Fears, I just want to let you know, Piss is not a troll. Because I have a lot, Mrs. Visions, I do. And I try to just get away from all the negative stuff. Because Fears is a cool guy. I love the fans. But I just can't stand all the drama bullshit. So I try to block out all the negative. Stay clear of Larry. He's an absolute friggin' nutcase. Visions can tell you all about him, Piss. Oh my gosh. He's insane. He is nuts. I mean, like out of his mind. Old man nuts. It's pretty bad. Whew. Wow. He's been trolling Fears now for, what, almost 3 years now? He is crazy. Anyway. Well, thanks, Dave. I didn't know they made a Starman TV series. So, yeah, I'm going to watch these 2 trailers tomorrow because I've already got some trailers that I want to watch today. So, yeah. I'm producing a show for Larry, LOL. Oh, God. Why? Why, Yakov? Why? Ugh. That's my question. I'm moving into podcast production. Oh, God. Well, you know what topic it's going to be. Oh, I'm going to expose Fears' lies. Come on, Yakov. Why? Why would you do this to me? Oh. You're just humoring Larry. Oh, God. Why? Why? Oh, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Please don't, Yakov. Ugh. Yakov, you got enough to worry about. You got your own podcast. You got your video game streams. You got the Bible studies. Ugh. Fucking Larry. Ew. The guy's a psycho. I'm telling you. All right, let's move on. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm going to do the top 10 presidential movies. All right, here we go. Not presidential, top 10 president movies. So, yeah. It's my next creative endeavor. No, it's not yours, Yak. I guarantee it, because Larry can't chat in the chat now, because I finally found out how to block him everywhere. He's already reached out to Zach. That's how I found out about him. Oh, I bought fearsman.com. He's double downing on the trolling because he's like, oh, I don't want to be silenced. I can't make someone shut up, but I can have him stay away from my channel, you know? So he's like, oh, I'm going to win. And so he probably just cried like a little schoolgirl and went off to Yak and said, oh, please make me do this fucking podcast. Well, that'll just be another podcast I take down. If Larry makes an alternate account, I'll take that channel down. I'll take his other account down. I don't care. So if he makes another alternate account for a podcast, I'll just take that one down. So it doesn't matter to me. But you shouldn't be humoring him, Yak. I mean, come on. But he'll find out. He'll find out that I just don't put up with bullshit. I'll just take his channel down. You know, I'll take his podcast channel down. He will not win. So he's definitely pretty awful. So yeah. So I wouldn't. So yeah. Oh, it's going to be hosted on your channel. Well, I wouldn't, Yak. I wouldn't. Oh, I get it. So it's not your show. Larry's doing it on your platform. I get it, because Yak tries to be the voice of reason. He's not on anyone's side, and he gives everyone a fair... Oh, Lord. I can already see how this bullshit's going to go. But I thought you meant he was making his own podcast, like his own actual channel. So, well, now there's nothing I can do, because if you're allowing him that platform on your show, there's nothing I can do about it. I really wish you wouldn't have done that, Yak, but there's nothing I can do. So it's just going to be another show, another 5.5 hours of him just ranting and raving about me. I can just already see how this... So more headaches. More headaches. Oh, man. I really wish you would have talked to me first, Yak. Because I know, because he already talks, what, 3.5 4 hours about me already on Lantern Show. So if you give him another platform, that's another 4.5 hours. I just know how this is going to go. I just know it. Oh, Lord. And the only reason why he's doing this is because I finally shut him up on my channel. So he's like, oh, no one's going to shut me up. I'll just find other ways. And he's doubling down. That's how I found out about the whole... Zach contacted me and said, hey, Fears, Larry's been messaging me. And he sent me a screenshot. And he's like, well, apparently he owns fearsman.com. I'm like, I don't care. So I just see how this is going to go. Well, I'm a bit perturbed, Yak. Not cool. Well, good for you, Visions. I really wish you would have talked to me about this, Yak. Because you know Larry is just going to say the most awful things on that platform now. I can already see how it's going to go, but whatever. Anyway. Let's continue on. All right. Next topic. Top 10 president movies. I already named some, but we need to get the rest. So the first one on the list, the president makes a big impact on Independence Day, you know? So, because that could be a president movie and a 4th of July movie as well. So, Independence Day. And the sequel, so that's number 2, Independence Day Part 2. And then that Steven Spielberg movie, Lincoln. I forgot the actor that plays Lincoln, but Steven Spielberg directed it, so Lincoln. Number 4, that one that Walter got me. I think it's like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I forgot the name. Let me ask Meta. Hang on. It's something like that. Hey, Meta, refresh my memory. There's a movie where Abraham Lincoln is killing vampires. Can you... I forgot the title of the film. Can you tell me what it is?
You're probably thinking of Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, that 2012 film where Lincoln takes on vampires.
Yeah, okay. So, Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. It was a decent film. It wasn't the best film I've ever seen, but it was decent. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. That was good. Number 5. Yep, Dave. I was just thinking that. There's the same guy that plays Dave in the movie Dave. He was in that Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith, and he plays the president in that, and he also plays that like FBI agent that's like an inventor also. So yeah. If you guys have never seen Dave, it's good. It's basically the real president. His name is David something, and they call him Dave. And he gets sick, and then there's a guy that looks pretty much identical, and they're like, you know, for the fate of the nation, can you please impersonate or do an impression of the president until the president gets feeling better? And he's like, yeah, sure. So that one's a good one. It's a comedy. It's got Sigourney Weaver in it. A lot of big actors in that. I've seen it. I don't own it, Dave, but I have seen the movie Dave. So yeah, Dave. I'll put that one down. That's a good one. Dave. That's number 5. Let's see. I need a few more. What else? I mean, it isn't a done deal yet. If Larry pisses me off or something, I'll tell him to kick cocks. I just would rather you not do it, Yakov, since we're friends and we're good. I'm telling you, it's just going to cause a bunch of problems. I would just focus on your music, Yak. Your video game streams are rocking. Your Bible streams are rocking. He just wants to cause more drama, Yakov, and you don't want drama on your show. I would just suggest you focus on you, because Larry will do anything to piss me off. Because now he doesn't have a platform here to talk, because I finally found out how to block him. When I was talking to Zach today, he says, Fears, he's been contacting me nonstop. I said, well, you know why, Zach? I said, he can't torment me in the chat now. So I said, he'll just keep upping the ante, up in the ante, until he either, like, annoys the shit out of you, Zach, or Dave. I talked to Dave tonight. He said that Larry, like, kept asking, give me Fears' phone number. And Dave's like, yeah, you're insane. I'm not going to give you Fears' new phone number. So he's reaching out to all my friends, like, oh, I will find out this information for Fears, and I will destroy Fears' life. Why? Because he's absolutely insane out of his mind, you know? So I just already know that it's going to go bad, Yak. So me personally, I wouldn't do it. I'm glad it's not a done deal yet. So please, Yak, for the sake of our friendship and the sake of my sanity, don't do it. Because Larry doesn't care about you, me. He doesn't care about anyone. All he cares about is making my life a living hell. That's all he cares about. Anyway, yeah. I've seen that movie, Dave. I've seen the movie David. It's good. It's a comedy. So going to replace the First Lady. It's like a comedy adventure movie. It's funny. I need to get it. It's funny. It's my bedtime, y'all. All right, later, Yak. And again, just think about what I said, because Larry will stop at nothing to cause as much chaos as he possibly can. So yeah. So there it is. Please stop getting the girls in chat jealous, Visions. Oh damn. Oh damn. Record that one, twin. And Vision just said, Piss is the second black woman I've ever been with. Well, way to go. Way to go. Some hot chocolate. Ha ha. That's right, Visions. Well, go for it. Hey, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm telling you, Visions, hopefully this girl does not make fun of Gothic King Cobra. Well, the new Mrs. Visions, I'll give you a word of warning. The old Mrs. Visions made fun of Gothic King Cobra, and Visions was like, ha ha, you're out of here. So I wouldn't do that, the new Mrs. Visions, if you want to stick around, because Visions is a big fan of Gothic King Cobra. So don't make fun of Cobra, or he'll be, bam, kicking you to the curb. There it is. So yeah. All right, let's see what else. I got Independence Day 1, Independence Day 2, Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, Dave. What's another? Oh, Air Force One with Harrison Ford. Air Force One. That's a good one. Air Force One. I have seen it. I just don't own it yet. Dave, what's another good one? I need 4 more movies. What's another? Hang on. Let's see here. What's another good one? I'm going to have to go to Google to refresh my memory. I was doing good on the President movies. Hang on. Let's see. President-related movies. Let's see here. Oh, Primary Colors with John Travolta. That's a good one. And I think he plays Lincoln in that. And then Josh Brolin plays George W. Bush. I think that one's just called W. So yeah, W. That's a good one. I've seen that one. Primary Colors. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but I have seen that one. Primary Colors. What's another? Let me scroll through here. I've already got the Lincoln one on there. I've got Dave. Let's see here. What's the one where it's about the black butler? I think it's called The Butler. What's that one called? It's got Forrest Whitaker in it, and he's basically the butler to all the presidents. What the hell is it? That one's a good one. What is that one called? Hang on, let me look it up. That one was enjoyable. I really liked that one. I'm going to have to ask Meta. Hang on. I think it's just called The Butler, I think. Hang on. Hey, Meta, there's a movie with Forrest Whitaker in it, and he's like a butler, and he serves all the presidents, like, for decades. What's that movie called?
The movie you're thinking of is The Butler.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay. So, The Butler, that's a good one. And I do own that one. That one's good. The Butler, and then, let's see, I need one more. Let's see here. What's another good one? I've got Lincoln. I've got, let's see. What's another good one? Dave, give me one more. What's another good one? I hit all the good ones up. I've got that one, Lark. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I've got that one. What's another one? Well, Teddy Roosevelt is in Night at the Museum. So, there's some presidents in that. I'm going to put that one down. Night at the Museum with Ben Stiller. Night at the Museum. Plus, shout out to Museum in the chat, y'all. That's right. All right, those are my top 10. I've seen almost all those. Not all of them, but I've seen almost all of them. But, yeah. I think the only one I've seen Independence Day 1 and 2. I've seen Lincoln. I've seen the Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I don't think I've seen Primary Colors. I thought I did. I don't, now that I think back. I haven't seen that one. I've seen Air Force One. I've seen W. I've seen Night at the Museum. I've seen... So, the only one. I've only not seen one of those. Because I don't think... I was thinking back. I don't think I've seen Primary Colors. And if I have, then I don't remember it. So, I don't think I have. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Vic? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me catch up with the chat here. They died Kennedy Black in... oh, really? I've never seen that one. Never seen that one at all. I'm a mummy vampire. Well, way to go, museums. That's awesome. Dude, that's sweet. All right, let's see here. All the President's Men. I don't think I've seen that one either, Dave. I don't think I've seen that one. All right. Well, happy President's Day. President's Day. And I pulled up some history on why we celebrate it. So let me just read it. No, if I could type. So it says, President's Day, observed on the third Monday in February, officially honors George Washington's birthday, and it also has evolved to recognize all of the U.S. presidents established to celebrate the first president's legacy. It also commonly commemorates Abe Lincoln's birthday as well, serving as a day to reflect on presidential leadership and the nation's history. The original purpose was Congress declared February 22nd a federal holiday in 1879 to honor George Washington's birthday. President's Day shifted. While often called President's Day, the federal holiday remains officially named Washington's birthday. That's not true anymore because on my calendar it says President's Day. And on my digital calendar, it's just called President's Day on the 16th. So, yeah. Tomorrow is the Lunar New Year, and then Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. So tomorrow's thumbnail will be about the Lunar New Year, and then Wednesday's thumbnail for the live will be Ash Wednesday. So, a lot of big stuff coming up. Then it says, while February, it still honors Washington's birthday, it's also frequently associated with Lincoln's as well, with the date moved to a Monday in 1968 to create a 3-day weekend. So there you are. It serves as a moment to honor the vision and service of the U.S. leaders present and in the past. So that's why we celebrate it. So there it is. I didn't get it off. I had to work last night. I only get big holidays off. I get what are the ones I get off? I get Veterans Day off, Memorial Day is off, Easter. I always take off my birthday and Halloween. I don't really get those off. I make sure in advance I take them off. I get Thanksgiving off, Christmas off, New Year off. So I get the biggies. I get the biggies off. Too bad I don't get all the little ones like Arbor Day and Groundhog Day and President's Day. Hey, National Bank Day. Give that one off to Fears. What the hell? Why not? No, I don't get all the little ones off. That's another good one, Tinder Immortal. Dead President. I have seen that one. Year of the Horse. I've never heard of that one. Yep. So that's why we celebrate it. All right, moving right along here. Oh man, I may have to save all the movie trailer watches for tomorrow because I am getting tired. All right, the last topic. I'm gonna do how we celebrate President's Day. So how? And then I'll save all those trailer watches and all those reviews for tomorrow, my friends, because I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm going to eat, take a little nap, and I'm going to try to watch at least, where's my watches? I'm going to try to at least watch Roller Bar tonight, my friends, tonight. I'll do Ghost of Mars tomorrow. It's good to see you again, Tinder Immortal, in the chat. She's an OG. She's one of the original Fears fans. She's my friend. She's very nice. She's very sweet. She loves Sega. Hell yeah. Who doesn't like Sega? Well, Tinder Immortal, you got to tune in tomorrow because Sega will be on the show tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of people, See, tomorrow starts the Year of the Horse. Nice. All right. Well, the way Fear celebrates President's Day, I watch a bunch of president movies. So I did it not today, but I did it a little last night and a little, throughout the weekend. So watch president movies. Sega Camp is visiting me this weekend for my birthday. No, he's not. Yeah, right. Tinder Immortal's like, I wish. Yeah, for some reason, you guys used to be buddy-buddy, and then now Sega's like, yeah, fuck Tinder Immortal, I hate her. And I'm like, Sega, why? Tinder Immortal's awesome. You know what I'm saying? By the way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tinder Immortal. Happy birthday to you. She's 29 years old. I'm just joking. I don't know how old you are. So, yep. We are friends. Are you really Tinder Immortal? That's good. I will try, Liz, because I'm hungry. And I'm starting to fall asleep. Oh, shit. All right. Let's see what Google says. Let's see. How do you celebrate President's Day? Let's see what Google says. I love that Google is now doing an AI overview. It makes it a lot easier whenever I do my my podcast ideas. So it says, here are the most common ways to celebrate, according to Google and according to Google AI overview, here are the most common ways to celebrate President's Day. Educational activities such as visiting museums, libraries, historical sites can often hold special. So, historical sites / museums. Yo! Shout out to Museum in the chat. Second, patriotic events. Attend parades, historical reenactments. So parades. Historical reenactments. Family activities create crafts like creating a clay Mount Rushmore or challenge family members to presidential trivia. Presidential trivia, that's a good one. Trivia. We should have did that. I didn't even think. I should have asked you guys questions. We could have done that today. It's getting late, though. And then it says, take a day off. Since many schools and government offices are closed, many enjoy a long weekend. I did not. I had to go in. So, yeah. That's all right. That's okay. Oh, good. Take a day off. They just had those 5 suggestions, so I will only write those 5 down. Yeah. We officially designate as Washington's birthday the holiday that has become general celebration for all U.S. presidents, known as President's Day. Well, happy birthday, George Washington. There you are. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. There it is. All right. Yes, we had a Mario party like a month ago. Oh, nice. That's good. What does Google AI say about Fearsman? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Because they always do that Google AI overview. Fearsman. It just brought up cartoons. It brought up cartoons. It brought up my YouTube channel. It brought up some of my Fearsman Instagram posts. It brought up that picture of the tomato with my face on it. It brought up my my Instagram. So not much, because Fearsman is relatively new to the internet. I mean, we only have what, 5 episodes. A lot of Fearsman photos on my Instagram and my Facebook, and me and Randall working on part 6. So not much came up. And let's see what AI mode. So AI mode, Fearsman is not a standard English word, but appears as a name, a username, and a variation of related terms. Oh. Fearsman is used as a username by a film buff in Orlando, Florida. Me! That's awesome. There you are. It also appears as a surname in historical records, though this is rare. Is it? I don't know about historical records they're talking about. But I do like that they mentioned me. Username Fearsman is used as a username, notably by a film buff in Orlando, Florida. Me. And I'm not kidding. Look, I'm going to take a photo, and it said that. I'm going to take a photo. Okay. Check this out. I'm not kidding. Look. Username Fearsman is used, and it says Orlando, Florida. Look at that. Read that. A film buff. Read it. In Orlando. So I was like, wow, that's very cool. So there we are. Said you were buff. A film buff. Correct. Yes, I am. Correct. Yes, I am. That's right. Oh. Mine says it's a baseball player who scored 26 points. Yeah. Type in Fearsman 26 and Fearsvlog. Oh, I'll do that another night. What a great stream. 2 hours and 50 minutes and 35 seconds. Hell yeah. Tinder Moral, if you want a podcast book, I will make you one. This one's going to my friend James. The next one I'm going to do is for Pixel, but if you want the one after Pixel, I will make you one. And I wrote this to James. I said, to James from Fears, yeah, dude, follow your dreams. God bless, brother. A podcast book for James. Chung to the bung, to the nung, to the gung. From Fears. There you are. Anyway, I got to skedaddle, but I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. You guys are one of a kind. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, Lord Singacamp will be on the show, and I'm going to try to get as many of my buddies on the podcast as well. So, be there or be there or be square, my friends. Be square. That's right, y'all. Thanks a lot for tuning in to The Fears Man. The man with a plan. He's always got a plan, like MacGyver. That's right, y'all. I am a film buff. Correct. I am a nerd. Correct. Correct, y'all. Cheers the fans. Cheers the fans. The coffee is gone, so that means Fears has to exit, my friends. Later, Matt. Oh, I'm not going to say that, Bukkake. I know what you were doing there, but yeah, Bukkake, send me some more fart and burp videos so I can throw them in my vlogs and make everybody laugh and make me laugh. Ha ha! That's right. All right. Tonight's watches. Probably just this one tonight, this one tomorrow. But I recommend them both. This one more than this one. This one's fantastic. In the future of 2018, there are no wars. There is no crime. There's only the game. Roller bar. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, y'all. That's right. All right, I got to skedaddle. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Have a wonderful night. I hope everybody had a good President's Day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend. It's her birthday. Tinder Immortal. That's right. Tinder Immortal 8999. Subscribe to Cave. Subscribe to Bukkake. Subscribe to Visions. Lord Visions. King of the Goths. Go to www.exhumevisions.com to get some epic merch like this. Why? Because my buddy makes some pretty cool shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to Randall, that Magic Man. Randall. Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Subscribe to Sega. Lord Sega. King of the video. He's the video game master. The Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. Follow Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fears at FearsMan26 on TikTok. I'm almost at 9,000 on my TikTok. Hell yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe to FearsMan26. That's the main channel. We're so close to 3,000, guys. And follow my second channel, Fears Vlogs. Thanks for the long and thick stream. No worries. I see what you did there, Visions. Long, thick. Ew! I know what you're talking about. That's just gross. But no worries on the long stream. Long stream. Ha ha! All right. Anything for the fans. I love you guys. Anyway, I'm going to skedaddle and get something to eat. I'm definitely going to have a salad, but after that, I don't know what else to eat. I'll figure something out, though. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys next time. Shunk! All right, bye.